All righty, friends. Welcome to Nerd Report. How are you? My name is Lewis. It is Thursday, I believe. Looking for topics right now. Kind of a slow news day. But my friends over there at Popcorn Planet, they said, "Are you going live?" And I'm like, man, I don't have topics. Like, you know what? Just people want lives. So we're going to go live looking for different topics. Feel free to go ahead and add whatever you want to whatever I'm talking about as we wait for the raid. What's up, Jennifer? How are you? What's up, Jennifer? Let's see if we put Bad Bunny, like that's a big topic, right? Bad Bunny. Yeah, Super Bowl. There you go. He's going to be in the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny. Is everyone excited? Let me get this out of here real quick. Let me get this so we could get some audio in here. How's everyone doing? Let me know in the comments. What up? What's up, Kara? How are you, Kara? 111 people in the house, 112. Everybody coming in from Popcorn Planet. Thank you, Popcorn Planeteers, for coming on in here. Hit that one if you're coming from there. You know what? Here's the deal. I wasn't going to go live. Andy's like, you know what? Just open up the internet and look for stuff to talk about. People will appreciate it and stuff. So thank you, Mr. Signor, for the suggestion. Thank you so much. Edward, what's up, buddy? We could talk about anything you like, man, today. Today we just go open topics, man. We could talk about Bad Bunny. Okay? Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl. Does anyone care? Does it really bother anyone? Honestly, like, it doesn't move the needle for me at all. I don't like football. So why should I complain? I don't think I've ever watched Super Bowl based on who the halftime person is. So I'm not going to complain now. I don't care. I don't want to give a shit. Does anyone care? I mean, there's dumb takes. Yeah, Bad Bunny is American. Puerto Rico is America, man. There's some dumb people out there. Puerto Rico is America. Guess what? Hawaiians are American too. Dun, dun, dun. You like I don't like Bad Bunny's music, man. But then again, I don't like commercial shit. Yeah. Edward says he's cool with Bad Bunny. That's good, man. I mean, I just don't like commercial music. Like the stuff they play on the radio, it's not my jam. You know what I mean? If anyone got notified, let me know in the comments, please. You got notified, let me know in the comments. Hit that one. Also, hit that one. Yeah, okay, so Miss Kim says, I care. Super Bowl show is great when it's a good show. Does Bad Bunny give good shows? I don't know. That's what matters. I don't know if he does. I'm not going to sit here and pretend I'm upset at something I don't watch. You know, I'm not going to watch it anyways. There's probably nothing that will get me to watch the Super Bowl. I'm just not a fan of the Super Bowl. It has nothing to do with Bad Bunny. I just don't like commercial music. That's just me. Okay, that's just me. Well, no, let me get that. Let me rewind. All right. I like some commercial music, but I tend to gravitate away from it, you know, and everything. So it's not anything against him personally and stuff. So yeah, this is what it is. But I mean, look, controversy is good for ratings, right? Hey, everyone, please press that eye. That's right. Julissa, what do you think of Bad Bunny? Gunner Girl, what do you think of Bad Bunny? Ozzy, what do you think of Bad Bunny? Wendy, what do you think of Bad Bunny? Miss Kim, Edward, Coconuts, Jennifer, Wendy. There's got to be more people on here. Project Metal Music. Fable Light. What do you think? Ken Panama. What's up with Ken Panama? Dude, what? You know what? No updates. So his last update was him. I think he's in America right now. That's the guy with the Venom, the Venom alien, right? And that's one thing. Look, that's one thing that sucks about YouTube. That we could judge. I mean, it would. I guess I could do it on Twitch, but no one goes there, right? No one goes there. Is we can't play music. I mean, I would be great to be able to listen to Bad Bunny right now and ask everybody what they think of his music and stuff without getting a copyright strike. You know, and that's one thing about the movie industry that's whack. Music is it music industry? I said, man, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, the music industry, they're so tight with their music, and so they should let us play a sample, and then we could all like, yeah, that's a good song. That's not a good song, you know what I mean? You can't understand his song, but he's okay. Listen, I don't understand what Michael Jackson was saying when he sang. That's the truth. I don't understand what Michael Jackson sang about. You know? I don't know what the hell he's saying in Thriller, but man, the melody was good. He's not for everyone, nor performer is. Check out his Coachella performance. It was cool. Yeah. That's the thing, man. You say Coachella, I'm like rolling my nose already. What about this, Edward? David Guetta is the best DJ. Voted best DJ. David Guetta. Hey, in LA, every other house has a better DJ than David Guetta. In LA. It's a Brett Davis says, I wish I could believe it, but the fact that he claims to chop it up with a machete and then shove it in a refrigerator is insane. We're talking about Ken Panama. What are the best discoveries ever? And he just kills it and freezes it. It makes no sense. Listen, I don't know what that guy is doing with the. I don't know what that guy's doing with the alien thing. It could have been a great story. We're talking about Ken Panama there, and it could have been one of those. He should have just dumped it in the water and then said, look, I'm going to go back and get it. And then it was gone. And then just leave it at that. And then have it be like a myth, you know, have it be like people were like a legend, the legend of K25. How's about that? What do you think of that storyline? But he messed up the storyline. Didn't BB just get threats? Who's BB? Oh, I don't know. I mean, everybody gets threats nowadays. Ken Panama's a clown. Hey, he's a funny clown, man. Wait, Edward, that's not fair, man. Listen, Bad Bunny is a clown, but so is, you said Ken Panama is a clown, but so is Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's a clown too. He's a clown. They're both clowns. You know? Again, I don't care if he's performing. Either way, I don't like the Super Bowl. The first I've heard of him was a Super Bowl announcement. Yeah, I mean, he allegedly he's really famous. Let's see how famous. Let me ask ChatGPT who the biggest, the most famous male artist is, singer. Who is the world's most famous singer artist right now? Who do you think it is? Maybe it's him. I don't know. Let's see what ChatGPT says. It's Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny and Taylor Swift. Good for them, man. They got it. I mean, you know. Yeah, no. David Guetta. Oh, look. The music industry is fake, rigged, political, and full of industry plants. Taylor Swift is hot garbage. Bad Bunny is hot garbage. That's my stance, my opinion, my First Amendment right. Okay, David Guetta is okay. You know, he's okay. Not the best DJ. Rap music died in 1993. How's about that for an opinion? All right, that's what I think of top 40 stuff. It's all industry plants. But that being said, if you guys like it, then you like what you like. Jennifer, with the opinion, I just went to a really amazing concert this past Saturday. Still coming off how great a show it was. So the rest of the music world is irrelevant to me at the moment. Yeah, okay, but what was it? What was the theme of the music? Share with us. Let us know. You know? I do watch, Miss Kim says, I do watch the Super Bowl. If you don't, that's okay too. My hubby doesn't. I look forward to a good halftime show. It's like a concert. I've heard Bad Bunny before. If it's entertaining, I'm good. Yeah, like some artists, they're not, I don't like their music, but I love their shows. Whose stuff do you like? You have to be specific. You like some of his stuff. Who, Bad Bunny? I don't know. I like some of David Guetta's stuff. I don't watch football here in Australia. Yeah, make sure to hit the like. Keep the conversation going. Lewis, exactly why I want to move back home to LA. Why? Wendy, I got it. What's up? Mod Squad. Mod Squad. I'll watch the halftime show with Cardi performance. Okay, has she performed? Has anyone seen Bad Bunny concert? I don't know. See, that's the thing, Miss Kim. Wouldn't it be great if we could watch a sample of it on YouTube and react and say, hey, that's pretty good. That's not good. You know what I mean? But YouTube strikes you down. Okay? They strike you down. And what's crazy, it's the music industry. And what's crazy is there's a lot of people on my chat right now. They don't know who Bad Bunny is, right? You guys don't know who Bad Bunny is. We could, maybe a lot of you will listen and go, wow, that's pretty good. And actually go ahead and buy his stuff. So it helps them. By the way, folks, if you want to support the channel, and I know you do, I'm dropping the PayPal link in the comments. Best way to do it, buy me a coffee so I could keep up the energy and stuff. It's getting hard out here, man. All right, PayPal is the best way. Also, I have a big announcement. Stick around for a minute, all right? Nerd Troopers, big announcement, all right? Edward says, I think Bad Bunny has the most Spotify plays. It's probably a worldwide thing, you know? Yeah, he's huge. Like I said, bro, he's bigger than him and Taylor Swift are the biggest artists.
That door is open and Flash is trying to get in.
What happened?
That door is open and Flash is trying.
Oh, okay. Hold on, my cat's stuck outside, folks. Let me get it. All right. All right. I'm back. My cat escaped the house, folks, so I had to grab him. Look, and I got to say, man, big does not equal quality. Okay? Big does not equal quality. Avatar movies are hot garbage, and they make the most money. Transformer movies are hot garbage. Well, they used to make a lot of money. The last, Jurassic Park, hot garbage. You know? You haven't heard of them? Last year was disappointing. I don't care if it's rap, but it's not a good show. Oh, well. Rap is dead since 93. I believe that opinion about music. I believe that opinion about the music industry. Dude, hey, listen, 90% of Latino men, and I'm not saying all of them, do not like Bad Bunny. We don't like wearing dresses, most of us. That being said, it's okay if you're a dude and want to wear a dress. I'm not saying that's bad. But that's not our vibe, man. It's like we like what I like. Like I don't like liver, okay? I hate that food, right? So they're not doing it for us, okay? They don't give a fuck about us, big time. The dress shit is not very popular. And whatever he dresses up like a moron in his music. Look, man, hey, listen, I will tell you this. Puerto Rico has better music than Bad Bunny. And if you want to talk about music, Puerto Rico has a tradition of some of the best music in the planet, period. Bad Bunny's garbage compared to what's come out of Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico is just like top tier, amazing music. What's up, Matthew? DJ Lewis Love in the house. There you go. Your music tastes are not what were you listening to? Like satanic music? I went to K-pop. Western music has been disappointing. I don't like K-pop, Miss Kim. I gotta be honest with you. I didn't like American pop. So why would I like it in why would I like it in Korean? Mostly, BTS is the only group. I went there, so yeah. I'm not into K-pop. Do me a favor, folks. Do what Lisa Boo did. Google house music. And then give it a try for like half an hour, but get the good tracks, right? Google house music. All right. House music has been around way longer than rock. Than the modern. Well, no, yeah. Rock is dead, bro. It's been around maybe at the same time as hip hop, whatever. Google house music. Everything else is a fad. House music is not a fad. Sorry. Right, Edward? Yeah, you could do better. All right, let me see. How many people can I piss off today? Save the cat. The cat was jumping around. Everybody's like, save the cat. Cats do good outside, man, but I crack open the door a little bit and the cat runs out. No report to the rescue. There you go. I love a wide variety of music. Yeah, but Lisa Boo, like I said, it all goes back to house always is around. House music is always around. It all goes back to house music. House music doesn't die, period. Only people that don't like house music have never heard it before. The absolute garbage they call rap that my kids listen to today isn't the same as the 80s and 90s. No, rap, hip hop died in the 90s, bro. Here, I'm going to show you guys something. Hold on. What are the elements of rap, of hip hop? Does anyone know? The elements are MCing. We still got that. DJing. We don't have that. DJing and turntablism is one of the 4 elements of hip hop. They don't do that. There's no DJing with turntables. Breakdancing is the 3rd element. They're not doing that. And graffiti art. They're not doing that. They used to do that in the 80s. That's real hip hop. You know what I mean? Yeah, how it all goes back to house, man. All those people that used to tell me house music is a fad. Dude, their music died. My music is house though. K-pop. This kid says K-pop is not pop. It's the gender BTS. I don't know. It sounds like generic music to me. I mean, just me, Miss Kim. I mean, BTS cover many generations. That's why it's fun. K-pop is just a name for the industry. BTS has done Latin pop, yeah, which is pop, rap, which is not my say. EDM. EDM is actually a bad word. They call it EDM, but a lot of people don't like that word. R&B, house rock, yeah. But hey, look, if you like it, you like it. YouTube mixes: Carl Cox, Green Velvet, Armand Van Helden. Once you go into this world of Carl Cox, Green Velvet, Armand Van Helden, with the music is so good. If you give it like half an hour, you will never. Taylor Swift we laugh at that shit. The other shit's laughable, man. Okay, there I go. I'm probably pissing off people. Real hip hop exists, is just underground. Well, yeah, you're probably right, bro. But the elements of hip hop, they're not there anymore. If you go and look at the old World Class Wrecking Crew, the guys from that started it off before they went gangster rap, that was hip hop. Yeah, Bad Bunny was going to be at Muerto in Sony's Marvel Universe. I was there when they announced it at CinemaCon, and then they canceled it. I saw him. Okay, so listen, I'm going to tell you something. There's a Marvel character called El Muerto. You guys listening? They cast Bad Bunny to play him. When that announcement was initially done, it was in Las Vegas at a place called CinemaCon. And I believe Andy Signor was there with me. When they announced him and they brought him on stage, people laughed at him. They thought it was dumb. Once you go house, you won't go evicted. Do me a favor, Lewis. Watch 3NV, and they're on Kinetic Manifesto. Mic Drop, Stevie Aoki remix, and Black Swan. You'll be surprised. Stevie Aoki's an EDM dude, though. Look, I have people that love K-pop, and they go, hey, let's go to, I go to EDM, and they go, I don't like that music. It's like, well, yeah, but your K-pop people are trying to imitate it. I don't care. Yeah, but Bad Bunny wore a dress. I don't care if he wore a dress or whatever. I don't give a shit. I really don't. But the thing is, yeah, we're not vibing with it. It's stupid. I think it's stupid. He does it for attention, but whatever. You know? Is P. Diddy getting out of jail? What the hell is going on here? Folks, we have a website. All right? Do I have your attention? Press that one. I need your attention right now. All we know is what that dress means. Listen, the way I look at it about the dress is like, oh, look at me. I want attention. That's all it means. Aren't I weird? When he wears the dress is like, yeah, please ignore the shitty music I've been putting out all these years, but I'm wearing a dress. Hey, Bad Bunny, you know, your music's kind of trash. Oh, yeah, but I wear a dress. Isn't that weird? I like house music, Miss Kim. I like house techno. I haven't listened to the radio in 15 years. I don't know I don't know who's popular, really, Miss Kim. Radio's trash. Now that I have your attention, all right, I need everybody to go in here, nerdreport.com, click the link, and join the newsletter. Click the link and join the newsletter. Just go to nukethefridge.com. Here it is. Dude, what am I saying? Nerd Report. Jesus Christ. I need to take my medication. Nerdreport.com. Nuke the Fridge is the other one we're working on. Nerdreport.com. Right here. Click that. Head over there. Nerdreport.com. We got over there, we have the latest videos plus exclusives. Then we have a newsletter. Put your email in there. All right? Add your email in there. Hit the submit button. All right? Now, I'm going to go over there right now and give you a shout out because I can tell who joined. Let me see who joined. Hold on a second. Let me see who joined. I'm going to give you a shout out if you joined. Let me see. God dang it. Nerdreport.com, okay? Let me see who joined. All right, I'm going to give you a shout out. Oh my God, how many pop-ups do we need? Oh my God, I think I have a virus on my computer. All right, let me see. I'm going to go to members. Holy shit. Hold on a second. I got so many people on here. You joined, join the free one. Okay, let me see if we got head over there. All right. How many members do we have? Wait, we only have 13 members? Folks, submit your email right there so you can get notified when we go live or if there's some special announcements. Right there. Here we go. Join the newsletter. If you want to take it another step, become a member. Support the channel. All right? Was I hacked? All right, let me see who's in the. Let me shout out to those of you that joined. Okay, Christina, Amor, Wendy, Mercy, D-Nice, Gunner Girl, FF Butterfly, Mizzy Jane, Ozzy, Ann, Shelly, Nerds the Word, and Lisa Boo. Okay? All right? That's it. That's all the people that are supporting? Wow. Wow. Okay, well, I thought I had more supporters than that. Beth just joined? All right. Did you join the membership, Beth? Okay, here's the deal. If you join the membership, there's perks coming for you very soon. All right? Be among the first to join to become a Nerd Trooper Insider. Okay? Thank you. You signed up 1 billion times. Nice. That's why I love Lisa Marie. Okay? Lisa, just kidding. Maybe it takes a while for people to see who joined, but I only see 13 people here, man. Who joined today? Just press that 1. What other topic? Ken Panama. Let's see what's on TMZ. Let's see what's on TMZ. All right. Diddy's trying to get out. $50 says Diddy will create a baby oil shortage if you let him out, Judge. That shit is crazy. That is crazy. Baby oil shortage if 50 Cent is let out. That's some serious trolling, man. That's some serious trolling. That's great. Here's this thing. Keith Urban. Oh my God. Bro, I cannot listen. God bless you if you guys are into it. That's okay. I'm not judging, but holy shit, man. I can't talk about people getting divorced like stars. I can't. I just don't have an interest. It's crazy how many people are into that. I know some people are like, man, but you're covering UFOs. Okay? I feel like UFOs are more interesting than couples getting divorced. I don't know, man. All right, let's say what the reason you all came here, right? Ken Panama. Let's see if he's updated. I don't know. Are you all getting sick of the Ken Panama stuff? Let's see. No update. He's in the United States now. He's in the U.S. What's the Booga Spear? Hold on. Booga Spear. Booga Spear. All right, I don't know what that is. Oh, that thing. Sorry. Here we go. The Colombian Booga Spear, right? Sorry, folks. Brain fart. Here it is.
Did you see that orb? So there's this orb that they apparently... let's have a quick
Could you guys hear that or no?
discussion about the Buga sphere, shall we? It was first noticed in Colombia, Buga, Colombia, around March of this year. Now, people noticed it flying in the sky at a strange pattern before it landed in a wooded field.
Uh-huh.
Now, the man who collected the sphere noticed that all the grass surrounding it was completely dried up, which is strange, but it gets weirder. So the weird things about this sphere, other than how it looks, is the fact that when water was poured on it, it seemed off even though it was cold to the touch. Then the man who found the sphere and collected it reported
Why the music though?
getting sick for several days after. Then the weight of the object changed with no indication of how, and I can go on. Now this sphere is the size of about a small melon and has these weird little markings on it, as you can see here, that don't.
What movie does that remind you of? There's a movie that has something like that. With an old guy. Wait. Phantasm? I want to say Phantasm. Yeah. What is that thing called that the Phantasm? Yeah, look. What is that ball called from Phantasm? Here it is. Right there. There it is. Phantasm sphere. Does it look like that or no? Is that it? Isn't it the same thing? Hey, by the way, folks, does anyone want to call in and talk about any of this? Ken Panama, UFOs, ET, Bad Bunny. I dropped the link in the comments. I can't do this show on my own. My voice is about to crack. There it is. If anyone wants to join in and shoot the shit for a bit. There it is, the Phantasm ball. Right there. Edward, what do you think? You're still in here? UFOs, but no more of the Panama guy. Dude, the thing is about the Panama guy, like people want to know. I'm intrigued. I think it could have been great. No more. I don't know. For some reason, man, like when Matthew says shit, like it makes me laugh, bro. Like I like Matthew. I don't know if he's intentionally funny, just like UFOs, but no more of that Panama guy. Oh man. Holy Van Halen, Panama. I like the Panama guy, man. It's intriguing because it's just so bad. It's so bad. Well, I'm going to ask you guys, Ozzy, Edward, Lisa Boo, Gunner Girl, Wendy, who else do I see here? Project Metal Music, Jennifer Marie. What do you want me to, what is your favorite thing I cover here on Nerd Report, man? Because sometimes, you know, hey, listen, I don't want to make up news. I want to show stuff that you all like, man. Are you vibing off these ET things, these extraterrestrial stories and stuff? Are you vibing off it? Adam, are you vibing off it? Oh, what a pleasant surprise. D Nice, how are you?
I'm great. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, thanks for calling, girl.
Of course.
I have somebody to bounce off now. I'm inside. What do you like? Do you guys like aliens? You like the alien coverage, nice?
Yeah, I do. I didn't know what I was because did you know about it before I sent it to you?
Yeah, well, D-Nice sent me a link for this. And look, I did know about it, but I was like, man, I don't know, you know. And then I was like, man, I need topics. Let me do it. And then people liked it. You know what I mean?
I just really like Venom, that's why.
You like the what?
I like Venom.
I like Venom too.
Yeah, so that's
He had
why
a, he,
that's
had
why I
a,
was like, oh, it's interesting.
he had a good little story going, but he didn't look. And obviously, like right now, I'm about to say, right, unless something happens, I'm gonna call bullshit. You know,
Yeah,
what do you think? You think it's real?
a part of me wants to believe, but at the
We all
same
do.
time, yeah, at the same time, I feel like it's like I don't know, he's like a VFX student or something like that.
Okay, but let's be honest. His VFX suck
Yeah,
because all the stuff that looked real were from other people taking his idea.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but it did
Uh,
feel like it gave me a Blair Witch Project Cloverfield vibe for a while.
yeah, it did.
You know,
Oh man. I just lost interest after the whole like I didn't lose interest. I just like lost hope in him after the whole oh I set it free. Oh no, it's back in my fridge.
yeah. And then he got asked, "Could you show it?" I can't. No, I can't show it. You know, I can't show it. Okay, no, it's gone. That's it. We're done with it. The end of the story was when I set it free. 5 minutes later, oh look, it's at my house. What?
It's back.
And then I go, hey man, could you give me an interview? Oh no, I'm not doing interviews right now, but you know. And then he shows up doing interviews for everyone.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's where I got really disappointed.
Well, I wasn't gonna be mean. You know, I just wanted to ask.
No, I wanted you to ask too. It would have been super interesting.
Here it is. I don't know if you heard this.
No, no estoy dando entrevista, pero te puedo mandar un saludo. Nerd Report. Saludos a donde estés. Yo estoy bien. Cuídense mucho.
See, he says saludos Nerd Report.
Yeah.
Hola, aquí en Panamá es Luis de Nerd Report. Gracias, man. Wait, hold on.
No, no estoy dando entrevista, pero te puedo mandar un saludo. Nerd Report.
There you go. I'm famous now. We're famous now. He gave a shout out. Te puedo mandar un. Oh, translation? Well, it's pretty basic. He goes, I had texted him and I said, hey, man, you know, you would like to do an interview? And he goes, no, I'm not doing interviews right now, but I can send you a hello. Hello, Nerd Report. That's basically all, you know, he said. You know, and then then I go, hey, man, do you have a girlfriend? I'm kidding. Nah, I'm kidding. It's not like I would have a chance with him. It's too
Oh, my
popular.
goodness. Yeah.
It's too popular, yeah. No, but listen, it was a great story. It was intriguing. Maybe it comes back. I think he got in over his head, and you know how the internet could be. If they're probably bullying him, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And what else is on your mind, D-Nice? I always like talking to you. You always have some great things to share.
Well, I have a good question. Any good movies coming out?
That Frankenstein one looks great
Oh
with Guillermo
yeah.
del Toro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
Guillermo
can't
del
wait for that.
Toro. That looks good, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you guys haven't seen it, you know, Guillermo del Toro has a Frankenstein film coming.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
There's actually a Bride of Frankenstein movie coming out with Christian Bale playing Frankenstein. It's weird.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
looks
that
good,
is-
but it's different. It's gonna be different.
Yeah. Can't wait. Any other when are you going live again with your music?
Probably tonight.
Probably tonight? Okay.
Yeah.
How about Lisa?
I don't know. She'll probably go on after me. She's got to do more stuff.
Standalones?
Yeah. She's got
Yeah.
to do more standalones. But, it's hard to find the proper story.
Yeah. I'm kind of I kind of feel bad because I feel like I always sleep whenever she goes live DJing.
Hey, Lisa Boo, why don't you get in here and call in?
Yeah, please.
Lisa Boo is just like, Mama
Lisa.
Lekka is doing all right. She's still in her wheelchair. We're dealing with hospital bills, of course, and everything. But health is more important.
Yeah. I'm always praying for her, wishing her
I know
good
you are.
health.
I know you are, and you always had good advice
Yeah.
because, unfortunately, I know you've gone through your stuff, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people. Be
Nah,
nice.
you are.
I ain't shit.
Nah.
I'm just a guy with a $50 mic. Wait, who got in here? Mod Squad, baby. What's up?
Hey.
That was quick. What up, G? Can you hear me
What
okay?
Hey, of course it's quick. I don't mess around, bro. If you're gonna come in, you're gonna come in. You know what I mean? What's up with
What's
you, man?
going on? Not much. You guys were talking aliens earlier, and it took me a minute to come in here, and I was going to tell my abduction story.
Wait, you got abducted?
Ooh.
I swear to God, dude, in the 90s, yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
wait a minute. Wait a
It
minute.
was more than just me, too. There was 4 of us. One of us is drunk, so there was 3 of us. We weren't drinking. We weren't drinking. We all experienced it, and it was weird, and there's some backstory and everything. So it was a prom night, and I think 99 or 98.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let me put you up here a little bit. And how did the UFO look like?
Let me tell a story. I didn't see a UFO. It was just weird.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
hold on. Before you start,
Okay.
we got Lisa Boo in the house as well.
Hey, Lisa, what's up?
Hi, Lisa.
Hello, hello. I'm sick, so I'll probably
Welcome
sound.
in, girl. The very cool Lisa Boo in the house. Lisa, we got a abduction story by the Mod Squad. You ready for it?
Sure. I'm
Now,
ready.
my question for the chat, is he coming in clear? Because he sounds a little hot on the mic for me.
High or low?
He sounds good to me.
Oh, he does? All right, that's fine.
I'll
All right, you
pull him
guys
back.
ready? You guys ready? We
Mike.
got to support this. All right. What happened? Abduction story exclusive here on Nerd Report. Go.
All right, it was prom night. There was 4 of us, me, my date, her best friend, and our best friend. He was gay, not that that's an issue, and his boyfriend had just broken up with him. And
Wait, he's not
was-
gay anymore?
Yeah, he is, but
Okay.
his boyfriend had broken up with him, so he was drinking. He was the only one drinking. So he was upset. He was drinking all night, whatever. That's just a side story. Just it comes in later. We were done. The limo had dropped us off. We got home. The 2 girls, again, he was upset. He was crying. It would hit him. It would go. It would come and go. We were having fun. It was prom night, but it would come and go throughout the whole time. We got home. The limo dropped us off. Peaced out. He was upset, crying. So the girls looked at me, and me and the 2 girls did not have nothing to drink, or smoke, or nothing. So they go to the house. They go inside the house. Me and him. He was like on my shoulder. I was like doing the whole, "It's okay, dude. You'll find someone else." Yada yada yada. And in a split second, like faster than a split second, the sky went from black to purple to black. So it felt, the experience was like something had just passed really quick.
Wow.
And the lights turned off too. So as it passed, the lights turned off when it was purple, and then they turned back on. But it happened like quick, dude, quick. So I was like this, and then I did it again. My date put the key in the keyhole, and then she did it again. Her best friend, something else, she did like it repeated for her too, and then they started screaming. They were away from me. They started screaming. I got him. I just kind of like threw him on the hood of the car, and I ran to them, and we like met right there in the middle, and we're like, did you guys what the fuck just happened? And we all feel like we were put back a second too soon, like a second behind. Not only that, where I worked, let me grab some water really quick. Hang on.
No
How
worries.
do oh, hold on. I'm trying to, there you go.
Yeah, Lisa Boo, have you ever been abducted?
No, I haven't.
So that happened. Where I worked, my night guy, he also worked at Luke Air Force Base, security there. And he said, and we talked about that night, we pinpointed it and everything. And he said, and this was like a few months later, me and him were talking about it. And he said that's the first time ever he saw generals coming in their pajamas. He goes, they were literally coming in robes and pajamas. They just like literally ran to Luke Air Force Base. My other buddy that didn't go to prom with us that lived down the street, he said that the lights just like were really weird that night around the time that happened to us too. It's not like a big, like, oh, I saw an alien. Oh, I was on a craft and I remember. I don't remember what happened. All I do know is there was 3 of us that didn't drink, didn't smoke, and we all 3 experienced it. And we feel like we got put back a second too soon, if that makes any sense. And I know the chat's going to start saying I'm probably nuts, but I've been telling the same story since the 90s to anyone and everyone that wants to hear it.
But what do you mean? Is that time traveling thing?
And this is just me speculating now. I feel we were taken and just put back a second too soon. So they probably like probed us, did the whole thing. And I'm joking at this point.
Was your ass sore?
Dude,
that's what they're asking in the comments. That's what they're asking in the comments.
No, but when the next time I went to the restroom, now you guys want to hear this? No, just kidding. But on the real though, dude, I swear by it. I swear by it. I've been wanting to tell a story for a while now here. And every time you guys are talking about, I know you guys moved away from UFOs. You were talking about, but yeah, telling you the story. What do you think about it, Lewis? You and Lisa Boo.
Well, and also D-Nice is in here. Well,
D-Nice
personally,
and
Lisa Boo, D-Nice and Lisa. D-Nice.
Yeah.
But like, okay, here's what I thought when you said you saw a flash of purple light. I immediately thought of Grimace from McDonald's. You know, the purple guy.
Really? Gosh.
I don't know why, but maybe you did.
it was more. I mean, it did. Again, it went from being Black Night Sky to purple, back to black, and both times when the purple went up, the lights had turned off, and it just like felt like something big, like flew by us at a speed that you couldn't even. Like I said, it was as quick as like quicker than a second, and at that same time, right when it went back to black again, that's when we kind of like did everything again.
I'll tell you what, that's
movements.
freaking dope. That's dope.
Lisa Boo, what do you think of it?
Well, I believe that energy can change, right? Like energy is in everything, and I think that it must be real because what else could it be, right?
There were three of us experienced it. We weren't drunk, nothing smoked, and they were even away from me. They were literally like I said, my date was literally putting the key in the keyhole. Then she did it again. Her best friend was behind her, did something again, and they just screamed because something happened. And if it wasn't aliens, I mean, you said time travel, I never even thought of that. Something though happened to us that night, and I don't know.
Yeah, because if you're
And
saying,
again, the generals too at Luke Air Force Base. I mean, that's now hearsay now at this point, but apparently something happened that night where generals were running in their pajamas
well,
at Luke Air Force Base.
okay, so, but you're saying the time because you're talking about the time you were there too soon. So I'm assuming it was.
I never thought of time, dude. Until you brought it up right now, we never even thought. I just always, when I told the story, I was like, I feel like we just got put back a second too soon. So we
Yeah, because the way you
our
describe it,
movement.
it's like a second too soon. Sounds like time displacement. You know,
I feel like if anything, they took us, they did what they did with us, and when they were done, they somehow had the technology to put us back so we wouldn't know. And again, it was just a second too soon. I don't know.
a second. When you say a second too soon, wait, what do you mean? Like, are you trying to say that on Earth, while you were abducted during Earth time,
I don't even know the time or anything. All I know is
hold on a second.
I was hugging him. I was hugging him.
Yeah.
Then I went in for the hug again. She stuck the key in the keyhole. Then she stuck the key in the
let me
keyhole
add
again.
one more thing. Hold on a second. Listen, let's say you were abducted at 4:00. You came, and it took your abduction was 30 minutes, but you came back at 4:00. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay.
Yeah, 4:00 00.1 second. Yeah.
So in a way, you sort of experienced deja vu as well.
All three
Right?
of us at the same time?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was deja vu, as in we redid. Well, we redid it again. We didn't think we did it again. We actually did the physical thing again.
It's like Groundhog Day.
So, like again, it's like the keyhole thing. She put it in the keyhole, and then she did it again. It was like, whoa.
That's
And
interesting.
then
If you guys have any
they started
questions,
screaming. They were screaming, and they came running. And again, I got like my buddy. I threw him on the hood of my car. He didn't feel nothing, experience nothing. But again, he was crying at the time, and he was really, really, really drunk. So I kind of threw him on my hood. We went in the middle, and we're like, we met like in the middle of the yard because they came running to me. I went running to them, and we're like, "What the fuck? What was that?" You know, we just.
well, Jennifer Marie says the fact that all three of you experienced it at the same time is trippy.
Yeah, again, that's what I tell people too. It's like a lot of the times it's like one person or what. You know, you always want to question it, but again, it was three of us. It was three of us, dude. I know I keep repeating myself now at this point, but yeah,
No,
I
it's
can't
good.
see the chat here if there's any questions or anything. But if you want to,
I'll highlight them. Well, the reason it's a compelling story is because it's not exaggerated. It's right. You know, you could have said, you know, that's the way I believe that you guys believe that happened. You know, so, but you know, hey, listen, that's a weird story, and we know all the weird people in the world. They come from Canada. All right, and we have one, and we have one person from Canada here. So we want to hear a weird Canadian story, which will like really trip us out. Because
let's do it.
just knowing you're Canadian is weird. Imagine a weird story for a Canadian person. That's gonna. Do you, Lisa Boo? Do you have anything weird to share with us?
Well, I remember I was probably about 21, and I loved going for drives when I was young, right? I'd just go and I'd take off and I'd go off into the, like, because we couldn't see the stars and stuff in the city. So usually I'd go by myself. I'd go driving, and there was this one, it was like a little church that was probably about 20 miles or so out of town. And there was like a small parking lot, and it was all gravel and everything. And I used to go out there and and I had T-tops, right? I had a Firebird that had T-tops. So I would shut the vehicle off and I'd lean back and I'd watch the stars and stuff. And one night it was the strangest thing. Um, it was in the sky. Of course I didn't, like at back then we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have like, you know, cameras on our hip kind of thing.
Yeah.
And something went across the sky. And I was like, oh, shooting star or something, just thinking like, oh, maybe a satellite, but it stopped. It stopped, and then it went back to where it was, and it stopped, and then it started coming again. And it was the weirdest thing. It was the
Did you freak
strangest
out?
thing. Oh my God, I was freaked out. I was so freaked out. I was rubbing my eyes like I thought I was seeing things, and here, and I didn't know what to think. And nobody was with me, right? So I'm thinking, did I just see that? Because usually if it's a satellite, right, it'll just keep tracking and it'll go across the sky. Shooting star, it'll just, blaze across the sky. But this thing stopped and went back and then started going again.
That's crazy. I believe that. That's
Oh, it
I
was
believe
just,
that too.
it was so freaky. I was in my 20s. Like I was like, I had good eyesight then, and
you know what you
it was,
saw, yeah.
and this is the thing. Like I kept, you know, as people, we'll be like, did I really see that? It could have been just you start to question it, right? Like, did I really see that? But then it's like, no, I really saw that.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe you did
an
too.
interesting story. Especially
Yeah.
where did you say you saw this? What city?
Well, I'm about an hour away from Edmonton, and it was during the summer, so it was
Have you
nice
ever tried
weather.
have you ever tried like looking back at that day and time and see if anyone else experienced it, if it was
Yeah,
in the
that's a good
news
question.
or
Yeah.
anything?
No, I actually, because back then it was like there wasn't really much for internet. Like it was just
Yeah.
in its infancy kind of thing. And like, and there were no like anomalies in the sky that it was not a full moon, but it was about half a moon. Um, so the stars were really bright that night, and you could see stuff in the sky really well. And that's why I went out. I thought, cool, great night to go stargazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting. Well, like I said, man, that's weird. And being Canadian's weird enough. Imagine that story. You kidding me? But
Oh my
the
goodness.
world. Look, here's the
You're gonna
deal.
give this girl issues.
Here's the deal. What everyone knows, this is a fact. Canadians are weird, but there's weirder even. You know who's weirder? Filipinos. Okay, and we have one on. We happen to have one. So
Oy.
now it's D Nice's turn to just like give us the weirdest incident that happened to her in her life.
Do it. Do it.
Do it, D Nice. The world is
I
watching you. Okay.
actually I have more ghost stories, which I probably shared a
I
lot
knew it.
on
I
Grayson
knew it.
Report. So that's it.
What is it?
No, I have no like alien story.
Give us a ghost story. That's fine.
Yeah.
I kind of don't want to talk about it no more.
Is it that scary?
It's so good.
Is it that scary?
Yeah, well,
Is it embarrassing or come on? I probably got anal probes, so you can't be more embarrassing than that.
And if you guys super chat, he'll show you video
Oh,
oh
evidence.
my god.
no.
No. You can go back into Lisa's backlog and you'll find it. I've told plenty of stories.
You want to share it later or another time?
Yeah, another time. I actually gotta get going right now.
Okay.
I
Well,
was
that
just
was
called, so
nice. Her story is so weird she couldn't even say it. I told you I was right. D Nice,
Love you,
awesome.
D-Nice.
Hearts for
Love
D
you,
Nice.
D-Nice.
love you
Talk to you later, D
guys.
Nice.
And I'm low on battery too,
Bye-bye.
so I do apologize.
You got it, girl. So look, I have a
Bye.
good amount of people watching right now. We got Lisa Boo in the house. We got the Mod Squad Network. Are you on YouTube, bro?
Yeah, we've been doing it for about 5 years. Still not monetized. We're a little channel. We just
What?
we do reactions every Saturday. We do a live where we just play games and stuff with each other. And we have a giveaway. We do a giveaway every Saturday night
Well,
at
share
8
your
p.m.
link.
EST. Sure. Yeah, let me try to figure that out real quick.
Well, the thing is, I only get notified when you're on Rumble.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just recently got on. Not recently, but it was the last time you were on, and we were talking. I think it was me, you, and Brandon, and
Yeah.
you guys talked me into it, and I literally started doing Rumble then. But yeah, we were moderators. That's where our name came from, for a subscription box company, and we were doing content for them. So what we could say and do was real limited for a few years there. But once that subscription box company went away, we were like, hey, you want to just still do this? And we were like, yeah. So we still did, just regular content. We did movie news, horror news. I'm a big movie guy. Oh, by one of the up and coming movie channels I watch, they're called like Comic Book to Comic Book or something like that. They referenced you on Nuke the Fridge. They used your Daredevil story that he's going to be in the new Spider-Man.
Yes. That's actually 100% true.
Yeah,
I
he's
can't
like,
tell you how I got it, but that's 100% true. And
I was watching him because it's like Daredevil exclusive, yada yada yada. And then he was talking, and he goes, "Yeah, he goes, they don't break news a lot, but when they do, I believe him. It's true." And he goes, "Nuke the Fridge," and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's Lewis."
here's the deal. I do have access to all that. It's just that there's so much fake news out there with movies that that story should have been like viral, right? But no one cares because they make up stories all day,
Yeah,
So to my buddy, I go, that's a big story, but I don't really even give a shit if people talk about it or whatever. But it's hard. Listen, Lisa Boo's here. She's been around for a long time. I like doing the UFOs. I like doing this shit more than the politics, more than the current affairs. But it's iffy, man. It's iffy what we could do here, right? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
This gets less people upset at you. But still, when you talk about UFOs, people do get upset. They're like, "Oh, this is bullshit." It's like you're darned if you do, and you're darned if you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, man.
So it's like I get people complaining about Ken Panama, but it's like, well, the people complaining, most of them are people I've never seen on my channel supporting before. So it's weird. And then we tried doing Twitch. Twitch is like to do news on Twitch, man. That's like no one goes on. Like no one.
And Twitch, you can only see it as it's going. You can't see it later or anything, right?
No, you could see it
like
later. Pre-record. If you're doing music, it doesn't pre-record.
Okay.
The DJ thing doesn't let you, but the DJ thing, Lisa Boo's on there. It's if you want to make it on Twitch, like you can't it's hard to monetize it, like as a living.
Hard.
Yeah,
it's so hard.
I see Liquid Todd. He's on there his entire life. He's spending so many hours there. He's a fairly well-known DJ.
Almost 35 years.
Yeah.
Almost
and he only has 10 people
yeah.
watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's Kick? I've been hearing stuff about
Kick. Kick is getting popular. It's kind of like someone from Twitch got upset at them and made Kick. So it kind of does the same. Yeah. Yeah, but Lisa Boo, a lot of times I go on Twitch, I feel like I'm wasting my time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the thing is with Twitch and the DJ program, like you don't get much as far like people can subscribe to you, right? But if you're in the DJ program and if you have to pay for your music, you'd only get so much of that subscription. And with
Lisa
Todd,
Boo,
he's
let's
only
keep it a buck though. Twitch only gives girls that show their tits views.
oh yeah.
Okay, that's all they do.
I'll show mine for her.
No, I am sorry. Some of those women are very good DJs and they don't get views. The ones that I see a lot of really good female DJs, no views unless you're showing TNA.
Yeah, Aisha is an amazing DJ, and she doesn't use the vulgarity part of it, you know, the TNA and all that stuff. She's an amazing DJ, and she deserves to get more attention. And I thought it was changing.
Give me her link. I'll support her.
Aisha, I'll send it to you after.
I like
it's
Amy Alexander. I interview Amy Alexander.
Yes. Yeah.
I like Amy Alexander. She's a good DJ. She doesn't get that many views. And I'm seeing people that the ones on the top, I'm like, I talk to big DJs because I know some big DJs. I know some big festival DJs. They don't want to go on Twitch. And the reason is because they are super star legendary DJs that if they go on Twitch, they have 50 people and then the random, over sexualized person has 500, and it makes their brand look bad.
Yeah.
And then it's a click. It's a click, it's really weird.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't DJ it there that much anymore. I want LFG to do well.
Yeah, I actually did some promotion for you today. I gave your name to a few of the DJs that were there. They're gonna come in and support as well. And I'll have to get in touch with you after because there is a raid train on Monday, and they were looking for. There's a raid train for Monday on Twitch. Yeah. And they have one spot open, so I'll give you the info later.
Yeah, give me the info because I don't know if on Monday I may have Progressive Underground. Oh wait, Jennifer's here. What the hell? What up, girl?
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer Marie.
Maybe she was in here for a long time. I didn't see her. Hello, wake up.
Hi,
Jennifer,
can you hear
Lisa
me?
Marie, wake up.
I sent in the link in the chat to the channel.
You awake, Jennifer? How are you? What happened?
She's here.
I'm having headphone problems. Give me a second.
She's such a valley girl. Like, oh my god,
she's awesome. Coming out this past that monster. She's good people, man. I really like hanging out with Jennifer.
Oh, stop flirting.
Seriously, I thought she was good people.
No, seriously, stop flirting.
So really quick, Louis. So we do have a show. Too late. I know. I play that from Clue, one of my favorite movies of all time. We have a show where we interview other content creators, and we ask them like compelling questions, like, "Is a hot dog a sandwich?" Describe the color purple to a blind man. Stuff like that. We keep it fun. Questions that nobody really asked out there. And I hate to put you on the spot, but I'd love to have you on the show.
Yeah, dude. Man, hey, talk to my agent. My agent's name is Lisa Boo.
All right. I'll reach out.
I guess I'm an agent now.
Louis doesn't let me debate him anymore because he knows I have superior debating skills.
That came from nowhere. Well, what do you want to debate?
You know what? You know what do you
Debate,
debating
debate.
politics or anything?
Literally anything. Everybody knows that I proved that Nirvana is not a boy band, and it took Lewis like 2 years to admit it privately.
Oh, I
to
still
me,
haven't.
and not publicly, but he admitted it privately to me that he agrees Nirvana is not.
I
a boy
did. You're
band.
putting words in my mouth. By the
You
way,
said it at
by
Mad
the way-
Monster.
by the way, a sandwich is bread filling with bread. So by definition, a hot dog is a sandwich.
Seriously,
it's-
man. I really
Well,
like you
it's a
too.
sta-
I
it's-
really
it's a
like
sta-
you too.
Well, no, I'm going by the definition. Basic idea of a sandwich. I didn't invent sandwiches. Is a bread plus filling plus bread. So basically, a hot dog is a bread with the hot dog inside. Because you
Well,
can have
the way I describe a sandwich is two separate breads, two breads.
it doesn't
not
say
one bread.
anything.
One bread is connected; it's folded in half.
Well,
so
let me ask you all a question, Jennifer Marie as well, and Lisa Boo.
Yeah.
What's the hot dog? The bread or the actual sausage?
So, like, my question is for Felix.
I would say
if
the
it's
wiener
not-
is-
if it's not a sandwich, then what is it?
a hot dog.
No, because the
Just
hot
like
dog is
it's
the
on its
wiener.
own? It's just
Okay,
on its
what is-
own.
Wait, hold on. Isn't the thing in the meat part? Isn't that the hot dog?
I want to say it's the whole thing, but
Yeah.
everyone calls the single wiener the hot dog. So
Well, see, then
mean-
that goes. It is a sandwich because by that definition, the sausage is a hot dog. Then that means without the bread, it's still a hot dog. But if you add the bread, it's a sandwich. If you want to get technical, like Spock, you know.
Have you ever had it with tortilla? That's good too.
Yeah, it's called the
You know what?
burrito.
That's really good. Get a tortilla, put mayonnaise on it, put the hot dog in it, roll it up, and that's just a quick little snack there.
Oh,
Well,
it's awesome to put
Yo,
in.
look, here's irrelevant conversation, bro. My goal is to get you to watch, and that's all. That's all I care about. So it's not irrelevant.
It's
I made it.
it's the hard hitting. It's the hard hitting stuff.
Hard-hitting
Lewis.
questions, yeah.
Hey, so listen. This is my show. This is Nerd Report. I am the leader. I am God here. But for some reason, Jennifer Marie has come on my show with fighting words. She says she could out debate me in anything. So bring it on, girl. What's
Do
the
it.
topic?
We should have debate
No,
night.
we should nothing right now or never, girl. Right
Ooh.
now. What do you want?
Gloves are off.
Well, I can't
Gloves are
debate.
off.
I can't debate the whole hot dog thing because I agree with Lewis in this instance that it is a sandwich. And if it isn't
Oh,
a
she's
sandwich,
already
then what is
losing.
it? So on this one, I agree.
Okay, let's talk about why Nirvana. My entire thing is this.
But
I
if you,
saw-
you,
Yeah.
you said she said you ended up agreeing with her though, right?
She
He
agreed
did.
with
In
me.
Mad-
No,
in
that's what
Mad
she says. I
Monster in
didn't.
Phoenix, in front of witnesses. Lisa was there. My children
No.
were there. Shelly was there. In front of them, he goes, "Okay, they're not a boy band." He said
I think
it
the reason
super
I think
quick.
the reason I said that because I was okay. According to the definition, a boy band is a top of pop music group. All right. Is Nirvana top 40 pop?
No,
Yes, they are.
no.
They're top 40
And-
music.
Wait,
That's because you think that
Let me
Nirvana is
pull my-
good. You don't want to associate it with pop music. It is popular music. That's what pop means. It is
Let me-
top 40 radio music.
let me pull up my PowerPoint presentation again.
Oh my God. Well, let me pull up my pants because I'm going to win.
Please tell me you really have a PowerPoint.
Yes,
She
were you
did.
out there that night? I did. I presented a whole.
Okay,
PowerPoint
let me go through this since
Everybody
we're-
but one person agreed with me. That makes
Okay.
me the winner of the debate.
because okay, the reason a lot of people don't want to see that is because pop music to them, they don't want to say grunge is popular music. It is popular music. It's not punk, it's not underground punk. They are literally a pop music. group? Popular.
Boy band.
I don't think of
They're
them
all
as
guys.
pop.
Pop
though.
music only. It's a
Okay.
musical genre.
boy
It's a
band is a
musical
top-
genre.
Hold
And
on.
Nirvana is not part of the genre.
There's no genre in pop music. It's anything that's popular. That's what pop means.
Boy band is a genre.
It's not a genre.
It is a genre.
No, a boy band is a type of pop music group made of several young male singers. Nirvana is several young male singers, usually 3 to 5. I don't know how many in the group. All right. Vocals first. Members usually sing and harmonize melodies rather than play instruments. Usually, not always. Pop appeal. Nirvana does have pop appeal. Okay. And they have mass marketing. That is what a pop. They are similar. You know what I mean? I know you're thinking. I know the Mod Squad's agreeing with me here.
No, he's not. He's
I'm
agreeing with
looking.
me. He's agreeing with me.
Since we're throwing definitions in there, I'm looking up the different things.
To me, it's like the argument: is Psycho a horror movie? Is Silence of the Lamb a horror movie? A lot of people want to say no.
Maybe.
A lot of people want to say no, but they are horror movies. You know what I mean? But the thing is, if you compare Silence of the Lamb with Psycho to Rob Zombie is garbage, but it is still horror. It's you know, it's still in the same horror genre, right? Michael Myers and Silence of the Lamb are horror movies. One's a slasher horror, and the other one is. So you, Jennifer.
If you think of the fans, though, all boy bands have the same type of fans, and I think there's different type of people that are into.
Oh, you mean young white girls, like the ones that like Nirvana? It's the same thing.
No, see, because I did pull the statistics of those who liked Nirvana, and it was across age groups evenly. It wasn't
doesn't
just
matter.
primarily to a young teenage audience. You're
So
gonna
now
have
you have-
people of all
now-
people of all ages are not going to be all fangirling for a boy band. They're just not going to do it. But Nirvana appealed to all ages, and I looked at the
No, but the
statistics,
people going to NSYNC concerts right now are 125 years old.
but not when they were at the height of their fame. Okay, they were all
No,
teenage
but
little
it does
girls.
still have. There's no rule to it. I knew older women that liked New Kids on the Block.
You argued
don't
in
you
our
like-
last debate.
Don't you like Kevin and the Laurel and Hardy Boys? those two. What are those two guys that
Oh,
hunt for ghosts? What are those guys?
Sam and Colby.
Correct. You're not the demographic because you already went through puberty. I'm assuming.
I am the
Right.
demographic. I am the demographic in that case because their demographic is anybody who likes to watch paranormal investigation.
Okay, then
They're
Nirvana's
not
demographic is
basic.
anyone who likes music, and so is New Kids on the Block.
But that's not boy band. Boy band's definition is primarily to a young teenage audience. That's
Okay,
from your
first of
definition.
all, folks,
That's
here-
from your
here-
definition.
Here's the problem. There's two kinds of pop, and I know people are not going to listen to this because they keep saying this argument and it's irrelevant. There's pop music, the style, and there's pop music, not capital letter pop. There's pop that stands for popular. Okay? There's
I'll give
pop
you that.
there's pop music, the style with a capital P, which makes it a genre, and there's pop music with a lowercase p that is an entire, like it's just popular. For example, the Beatles are a pop music group because they're popular, but they're also a boy band. That doesn't sound anything like Michael Jackson, but Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5 is a boy band, and they're also pop. Now you could also, go ahead.
Your definition of a boy band, word for word, was a pop group composed of young men whose music and image are designed to appeal primarily to a young teenage audience. And there image was not designed to appeal primarily to a young.
No, they
teenage
only have a
audience.
song called Smells Like Teen Spirit, right?
But
That's
their
said.
image was not designed primarily to
Then-
a young teenage audience, and that's one song
Jennifer-
in a repertoire of
Jennifer,
other
man.
music.
Jennifer, listen. The music video is in a high school setting. They are designed to.
You can't call them a boy band based off of one song and one.
No, that's the
music
song that
video.
everybody likes. Why is D Nice back here? God damn it!
Because she agrees with
Yeah,
me. She helped me make the
she's
PowerPoint
been
presentation.
talking. She's been talking mad crap in the private chat. That's what I was.
All right, D Nice, what
Laughing
is it?
at.
Go ahead, D Nice.
Let her pull up the PowerPoint because we worked on that.
Okay. The
These
PowerPoint's
people-
not on my laptop. I looked for it. I did look for it though. I don't have it on the current laptop that I'm on. I did look for it though. So I'm not
Okay.
gonna pull it up.
D Nice, what's going on? Let D Nice see.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, I think of because I played an instrument in high school, I think a band is a band that it is a group that has instruments. And yes, you can argue that people singing are using their vocal cords as an instrument, but at the same time, like I'm just like, no, they're a pop group, and then Nirvana is a band. So NSYNC is a pop
Ooh.
group. Backstreet Boys
It
are a pop
doesn't. You're
group.
you're
clap.
telling me that the Beatles didn't play instruments?
Yeah, the Beatles did play instruments. They're a
They're-
band.
No, we're
they're-
talking. She's talking about your definition of a pop group versus a pop band. It says group, not band. That's what she's harping on.
A
Yeah.
group is a band. You guys can't.
All right.
You guys. Okay. Here's the real issue, and I think honestly, the Mod Squad's the only one logical here. All right.
All right,
Listen,
but if we're gonna look at,
I
at Nirvana, their whole repertoire, everything, you cannot harp on that one song because they had so many other songs
Okay.
that
But-
everybody else loved that were definitely that I can't even talk about. Like I can't even name the song because it's not good for YouTube. That is definitely not designed to appeal to a primarily young teenage audience. Because like their other songs, no. You're harping on one song because it's probably the only Nirvana song you might know or could think of at
Yeah.
the moment.
It's
But
the
the
one.
rest of no, you can't base your opinion off of one song. You have to look at everything that they've done and a lot of their music. It's not for a young teenage audience.
No, but Michael
Therefore, it
Jackson
can't
was
constitute
grabbing
as
his.
a boy band.
Michael Jackson, Madonna, they were all grabbing their twats and balls. So that was also pop. That's pop music. So they are
Yeah,
like
that's them, but
They were
that-
pop music. They were pop music.
what?
Yeah, they were pop music.
Nirvana's
But my
not.
whole thing,
Okay,
because
pop.
I
Okay, but
have
you
a-
guys, why can't you guys understand? There's pop music that's the genre, and there's pop, which is an abbreviation of popular.
I get that. I get that.
I
I
can.
have-
We're not arguing that. We're arguing like the rest of
Oh
the
my
definition.
goodness.
You're harping on the first 3 words of your definition.
Oh
That's
my
like
God.
20 words.
Okay, here's my take on this. Nirvana is respected, and they have an image of being rebels, and pop music with a capital P, those are considered to be the radio music, that like the shit that's not respected. So when I say they're both boy bands, people don't want to affiliate with them because they feel like Nirvana is somehow in a bigger, a more respectful bubble, you know what I mean, of pop music. That's why I feel like people don't want to affiliate with them.
But here's the thing, though. Pop music, if you listen on the radio, there's certain songs that are pop that get played on different types of radio stations. But Nirvana was only played on specific types.
I
because
heard
they
them on
are
Kiss
grunge.
FM where the New Kids on the Block were played. I used to do radio. I heard them on K Rock. I heard them on
He heard Smells Like Teen Spirit. He didn't hear any of the rest of their songs. Just Smells Like Teen Spirit. They have a bunch of other songs that the lyrics and the message in the songs definitely are not designed to appeal to a primarily young teenage audience. That's why they're not a boy band. it's no skin off my back if they're a boy band or not a boy band.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just saying,
I
per
could
your
agree with that,
definition,
too.
they're not a boy band.
They are a
Yeah,
boy
and
band.
They're
some of
not.
their
You're going
music-
based off one song.
I mean, they're
Some-
boys
I'm not
and they're
going
in a
based on
band,
one song.
but I think
Huh?
that's where it ends. I said
The
they're
what?
boys and they're in a band, but that's where I think that's
Okay,
where it
let me
ends.
ask you, Mod
I don't-
Squad.
I don't think,
Are they okay? Are there boys? Are they boys when they were popular?
Yes.
Are they popular?
Yes.
Were they played on the radio?
Yes.
Not part of your
Yep.
definition.
Well, playing on the radio is part of. Oh, okay.
Because when- The last time we
Yeah, well,
debated,
hold on. One more question. Do they share record labels with boy bands?
I'm assuming so. That I
They
I
do.
really don't
we'd
know.
have to look it up.
Therefore,
We'd
they have the
to look
same
it up.
marketing strategy.
We'd have to look it up. But Lewis, the last time we debated this, I tried to come up with a different definition for boy band, and you were not having it. So I cannot allow you to
Well,
change
you
the
cannot,
definition of a boy band this time.
Jennifer Marie,
Oh,
you can't come out with, but you can't come out with a different definition of boy band because I've been using the same one over and over again. Okay, so
But
let me.
you are changing it because you're adding
No,
were
I'm
they
not. I
played
haven't
on the
recorded.
radio, but that is not in your definition of boy band. You're adding to it, and you didn't let me do that last time. So all due respect, I will ask
Okay,
you to
okay.
abide by the same definition.
Well, all pop music is played on the radio. So for me not to say that's something I wouldn't change my mind, or I've always thought the same. All pop music is played on the radio. That's what makes it pop. That's what makes it popular. But at least when Nirvana was around, because nowadays pop music, I don't know what the hell they use, streaming services, right? Right?
Oh yeah, Spotify. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Jennifer fainted.
No, I was reading. I was reading the chat. I was reading the chat.
I didn't know that was a
I didn't hear what
question.
you
That's
said.
why.
See, that's why. This is so weird because it's like Matthew says, by that logic, all girls are boy bands. So no one heard me say that the definition of a boy band is a band that's
I have it word
That's
for word. Would you like me to
created
read it
by
for you?
boys. It's weird. It's like you guys have selective hearing.
Hey guys, like I gotta pop off.
Who's here? Who wants to hop off?
Lisa Boo.
It's me.
Lisa agrees with me, so it's okay.
Look, the
Love
reason
you guys. I'm gonna
Lisa,
start
love you.
coughing. Okay, bye bye.
See you later,
I'll be in
Lisa.
chat. I'll be in
Lisa.
chat.
And then meanwhile, there's this comment right here. We're talking about boy bands and Nirvana,
What?
right? And then somebody says YouTube could be accountable for violating human rights under the 18 U.S.
What?
Code, blah blah blah, terms
Oh
of
my
service
God.
violation. Holy shit! Listen, man, if you
Talking about
believe
boy
in that,
bands is violating human rights.
yeah, if you believe that so much, send in a super chat for $10. Okay, there.
Yes, but your definition, Lewis, it's more than just a pop group composed of young men. There's the rest of the definition, which is the part where I'm saying Nirvana does not count as a boy band because they're not designed to appeal primarily to the young teenage audience based on the repertoire of their everything that they've done, all of their music, all of it. It's not for a young teenage audience, which a young teenage audience by definition of that is 13 to 14 years old.
Okay, that's oxymoron. It's designed for an old teenage audience. What the hell's that?
There's young teenage and then there's older teenage.
See, when
Look,
my
I gotta say
siblings
real
used to
quick.
listen to Radio Disney,
Yeah.
they never played Nirvana.
So what?
There
They,
you
they, it is what it is.
Hmm?
Radio
Because
Disney
their
doesn't
songs-
play.
Their songs were not appropriate for a young teenage audience. Maybe one song, but not all of their music like as a whole.
Well, I'm sure Radio Disney didn't play Like a Virgin either. You know what I mean?
True.
So
Just
listen, and I
to
don't
get
know, and I
get that-
remember Nirvana, Madonna was very controversial
Yeah.
to kids. Yeah, she was. She was in Playboy,
she was.
dude.
No, I know. Yeah, she was.
Yeah. Just that's not exclusive to Nirvana not being appropriate.
No, I was just gonna say, let's see what the masses say in the chat.
Yeah,
Oh,
drop a poll.
Maybe
No, I'm
one
not, because the thing is, listen, I'm good to think. I'm good like this. Most people are going to disagree with me, but I know I'm right because I mean, I've been here. Even Jennifer knows. Listen, Jennifer, we hosted the election thing, right?
Yeah.
I was wrong. I thought Kamala Harris was going to win easy, right? Didn't I say that? If I'm wrong,
Yeah.
I'm wrong. But
I think that's why she lost, is because most people thought she was and they didn't go vote.
Well, no, it's because she sucks. But that's a different conversation. The thing is, listen, by definition, it's still the reason this conversation even came about was because Matt Reeves, who directed the Batman, I think the Batman's an awful Batman movie. I can't watch it. I mean, I've seen it. I tried twice. He compared Bruce Wayne and Batman to Kurt Cobain. And then I went on there and I'm going, why the fuck would you compare Batman, one of the most iconic known characters, to a boy band? And it's like, oh, it's not a boy band. And it's like, yeah, it kind of is, man. Now that I think about it, you know what I mean? But
his rendition of Bruce Wayne kind of is like grunge type.
It's
with
well,
the black
I feel like
the hair with the.
I felt like his Batman was a boring adventure of the Christian Bale Batman. That's what I felt it was. It was like a, Christian Bale on a boring assignment.
And then I think his theme had a touch of one of Nirvana's songs, or
it did.
Was that just So I mean,
that's like if I go, hey man, the next Superman is based on Daft Punk. I'm like, well, fuck, I like Daft Punk, but geez, man, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not Superman, dude.
Yeah, that would not make sense for Superman.
Yeah. D Nice, by the way, sorry I interrupted you. What did you have to say?
No, I was about to say, it was Nirvana's song, Something in the Way.
Yeah. By the way, folks, did you guys like the Batman?
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, I thought it told a good detective.
Visually, yeah. It's one of the first Batmans too, where Batman's pretty much, he's as Batman more than Bruce Wayne, which I thought was cool.
But
you can pause any part of that movie and it could be art. I think visually it was awesome.
Yeah, visually, yes, it was awesome.
The Penguin,
especially the prosthetics. Yeah.
Oh, dude, the Penguin. Oh, yeah. And then the TV show too was just as good. I love Colin Farrell's Penguin.
I went back to watch the Batman after Colin Farrell's Penguin, just to see and bro, it still kind of sucked.
Did it? All right. I mean, I haven't seen it more than I think I only saw it twice. I haven't seen it recently, but and then it's taking forever for the second one to come out, man.
The thing is, I don't care. You know what I mean?
Just at his Batman, or just Batman in general, DC? What are you saying? You don't care?
No, I like DC. I love DC. I just don't like his Batman. I don't.
Speaking of which, what do you think's going to happen with the Batman in the DCU now?
I just hope. I don't know. I just hope it's not a dorky, campy Batman. I don't like camp.
I think the way James Gunn's talking, he's going to keep it more dark, but not as dark as Matt Reeves.
Matt Reeves' Batman was boring, dude. And then Edward's still in here. Edward's still in here. Is it me or that the Riddler sucked? Like, it was so boring, and then his riddle was in Spanish, and it didn't even make sense. Rata con ala. Like, what the hell are you talking about, dude?
Like, they just assumed that Spanish-speaking people wouldn't watch and know that didn't make sense.
No, what it was, Jennifer, is that if you speak Spanish, because the Riddler, obviously, he does riddles and he's like the Jigsaw killer, right? And Saw. But there's Spanish lingo in that movie did not make sense to us if you're a Spanish speaker. You're like, what are you talking about? Like it's gibberish, basically, you know? So
I could see that too. I could agree with that.
like there was one thing I really hated like about Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. When the original 3, when they went to certain areas of the world, it was very researched. They knew the demographic, they knew history, they knew the ethnicities, the culture. In Crystal Skull, they literally take a plane, go to South America, and when they get out of the plane, they're playing mariachi music from Mexico. I'm like, bro, that's not fucking Peruvian music. You know what I mean? That's not, what are you doing? You know? It's so sloppy.
Yeah. They're
Anyway,
assuming that all brown people are Mexican.
Well, we are.
No, I'm
Oh,
not.
I'm sorry. I thought you were Cuban. My bad.
I was colonized, so
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. So, but I guess the debate right now is that people think Bad Bunny is not American.
Say the American educational system is failing without directly saying it's failing.
Yes.
Man.
Well, I mean, that doesn't represent everyone, you know, because somebody says something stupid, right? So, but yeah, I could totally see people thinking, but I don't know if people even think Hawaiians are American, right?
oh yeah, there's a lot of people who don't think that.
Yeah. But I mean, Bad Bunny, does he suck? Yeah, he sucks. That's
I'm not gonna lie. I know who he is. If you played one of his songs, I wouldn't know if it was his.
yeah,
or
it's
not.
like Latinos don't even like Bad Bunny, dude. This is a political move because he's anti-Trump, so they put him in there. That's why he's there. He's being used as a pawn. No,
I would agree.
Even Puerto Ricans, even Puerto Ricans on TikTok, they're like, "Fuck that guy." They're like, "Fuck that dude." They hate him. He lives in Malibu. He doesn't live in Puerto Rico. He doesn't contribute to the place. So
I thought he was pretty funny in Happy Gilmore too.
he what?
He was in Happy Gilmore too.
Well, he was going to be
haven't seen that yet.
he was going to be a
Watch it.
Marvel superhero at one point.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I'm
then
glad
they,
they didn't make that because I don't think the way they missed up Morbius and everything else, I don't think they would have done
Sony is not a good
done him justice.
Sony's not a good superhero movie maker. Except Spider-Man. Their Spider-Mans are good, but that's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jennifer, you pick the topic. Let's go.
Nah. I just prepare for whatever topics you do.
You do, actually.
No, but
You-
if we're gonna keep talking about Bunny, right? Because like there's also like a lot of people that, you know, they just get upset when people speak Spanish and are automatically saying, "Oh, go back to your country," right? Just because they speak Spanish. Interestingly enough, before March 1st, 2025, this current year, this current presidency, there was no official language of the United States of America.
Agreed.
So it doesn't really matter what language you're speaking in this country because prior to March 1st, 2025, there was no national official.
Is there now and that is it English now? The national
as of a presidential order that went into effect March 1st of this year by President Trump, officially now English is the official national
Really?
language.
I didn't know
That-
they did that.
That's awesome, dude. I love it.
What?
But prior
Yeah,
there
dude.
wasn't.
Because guess what? If you don't speak English, you're going to be a secondhand citizen forever and be a slave community forever. You got to learn English, man. That's just the way it is. Would I rather it be Spanish because I have those roots? Yeah. But unfortunately it's English. And if you don't know the language, you're always going to have secondhand jobs. You got to learn the language.
I see your logic. I can
Yeah.
see it.
I do. Being from
But-
Southern California and being from California in general with the agricultural industry in California, I mean, if you're not trying to learn English, like that, you're just gonna get taken advantage of. And like, I don't know if you knew this, but the minimum wage for the agricultural workers in California was $3 an hour,
Yeah.
$3 an
That's
hour
terrible.
back in 2008. So I don't know what it currently is, but back when I was in high school learning about this, it was, at that time, minimum wage in California was $8. So you're saying that you have all of these people who probably are not here through, like, they're immigrants, right? But they didn't probably come here through the legal channels, right? And they're getting taken advantage of, and that is slave labor. You're saying,
Yep.
yep, we're gonna pay you, but we're gonna pay you significantly less. And so it's like, I kind of see where like Lewis is coming from when he's saying like, we should
All my
encourage them all to
shit,
lose-
Jennifer.
to-
All my
That
shit.
part of it, yeah.
All my
Yeah.
shit that I say that's nuts, that people call me nuts, I say it because I love my people. I don't do it because
Yes.
I fucking hate my people. I'm looking at a fourth dimensional chess perspective. If you do not know English, the chances of having a good job in this country are very small, and you're always going to be a
Correct.
slave, stuck in poverty, right? And I think if I was a racist, I would push for English not to be the primary language and encourage foreigners to never learn English so they could always be the lower class.
Yes,
So-
but when people are using the argument, oh, you speak Spanish, go back to the country that you're going
No, that's
to.
stupid.
That is a ridiculous argument in and of itself when the U.S. did not have a national language. So for people to have said that,
Agreed.
that was ridiculous. But on the other hand, what Lewis is saying, like learn English so that you're not taken advantage of in this country, that is so
Yeah.
it's like it's
Latino
so
slam. We're talking about
anytime.
anything, bro. Everything and anything, bro. Okay? There's no order to the mayhem
Yeah.
today.
So-
That's what
so-
I don't have a topic. You want to come in? I got a link, okay? Dropping the link right now.
I think
Go
it's
ahead.
So
good for
check it
people to
out. I
know
would just
multiple languages.
just to push back a little bit on Lewis's getting back to doing it for Trump.
Yeah.
In 2016, it was Coldplay. 2017, Lady Gaga. 2018, Justin Timberlake.
You're talking about the
2019,
Super Bowl, right?
5. Yes. I'm sorry. Super Bowl performances. I mean, all of those were during Trump's last era. They didn't do. I mean, I don't understand why now it's just to piss him off.
Well, because Bad Bunny has said he's not performing in the United States last week. He
So
specifically
he's not
said,
going to do this.
I'm not performing in the United States because I'm scared to. And then now they give him money and he's performing in the United States all of a sudden.
Yeah, and then
And
people are
remember,
afraid it's gonna be
Bad
an ice
Bunny,
trap.
Bad Bunny is the one saying, I'm not performing at the United States. Then he's upset because people say, well, does that mean Puerto Ricans are not American? Because Puerto Rico would be part of America, right? Meanwhile,
Exactly. Yeah, I see your point on that too.
he lives in Malibu, though. So it's like, bro,
I thought I read
would-
somewhere that people are afraid that that's going to be an ice trap or something like that. Like there's going to be ice agents outside of the Super Bowl. I don't know.
Yeah, but I don't think that's all I think that's gonna do is if anyone was not of legal status here in this country and they were gonna go to the Super Bowl, they're probably just gonna watch it at home.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that they just wouldn't
The-
go.
the-
But I just wanna like respond to Latino slants. It's not the official language of the USA. Actually, it is as of March 1st, 2025. I did look it up to fact check myself before I talked about it. It is.
Yeah, I didn't know. I
It
didn't know
wasn't
that.
prior to March 1st.
Well,
I don't think it's shocking that it's now an official language as of this year. I don't think it's shocking that our current president made that the official language just this
What
year.
was
But
the official language beforehand?
there was not one.
We didn't
There
have
was
one.
not.
Okay.
We didn't have one.
well, okay, according to ChatGPT, it says no.
What?
Well, but ChatGPT could be wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't like ChatGPT.
Because there wasn't one before March 1st of this year, so it could just be going based off outdated language or outdated
Oh, okay.
information.
No, I disagree with people hating because you don't speak English. That's another story. But I do feel like you have a societal disadvantage by not speaking English. And I think, listen, I don't know if Trump's doing it for racism or not, but that move if true, like, and I have no reason to think Jennifer doesn't have her facts right, helps Latinos. It does. It's a good move.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Right.
and also
My-
Babel fell for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because no one could understand each other. That's why Babel fell, right? Right? And Nirvana's still a boy band.
No, because as you said, you have no reason to doubt that Jennifer has her facts straight, because Jennifer always has her facts straight, including
Oh no,
Nirvana's
no,
not a boy band.
no,
Uh-oh.
Polly.
no.
Yo, Polly, you're gonna go to the roller ring. I'm gonna take your sister to the roller ring, Polly.
What up, G?
Hi,
Fuck
Polly.
it. Hey, Polly, I am reporting on, by the way, it's Polly Latino Slant.
See,
Check them out. You guys know them. I am reporting a lot, bro. You may have thought I went crazy. I'm reporting a lot on UFOs and weird shit happening around the world because the politics have driven me crazy. There's a lot of people that have their opinions. And
Yeah, I'd rather stay away from that myself.
so, Polly, I'm bringing you in right here to bring in the hard topic. What is going on with Star Wars?
oh, so hard,
Oh, let's do it.
so hard. First of all, hello to the panel.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
What
panel.
up, G?
Hello, sir.
Hello. And in español, hola. Better look out. I'm going to be deported for speaking Spanish.
I see it outside your door right now.
Well, that's another good reason. We finally get rid of them.
I mean, I know you're joking, but see, the problem is that the discourse is like, you can't sing in Spanish. How dare you sing in Spanish at America's football?
Oh, is that what are they really doing? This Bad Bunny topic. Are they really doing that, man? Because I don't see it. I don't see it. Are they? I'm out of it. You know what I mean? I'm asking.
Oh yeah, yeah. The very conservative, influencers, those guys. That's one of their biggest pushes is that this guy's singing all in Spanish. He doesn't have any English songs. Forget that 41 million of us speak Spanish as well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why I was like asking. And you're right. It was an executive order, March 1st. That's crazy.
Oh, it is. She got it.
Yeah, so you can go to the whitehouse.gov.
Yeah.
Executive order, March 1st, 2025. Which isn't that interesting? It took 250 years that this country was here before they came up with a national.
Do you think the next Democrat is going to reverse that?
I don't think I don't think there's a next Democrat, bro. Like, who is it?
I have been saying it since 2016. I will not be surprised at all if we see the end of the Democratic Party in our lifetime. I think another party is going to swoop in and come in. And I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that the two parties, the two most popular parties in the countries have changed in our history. It's happened many, many times. It's just Democrat and Republican have been around for a long, long time. But since 2016, I'm telling you, I've noticed this change, and I don't think that the Democratic Party is going to outlive my lifetime.
Well,
exactly.
A couple things. I mean, like, I don't have a problem with an official language. It's good for business. It's good for people. It's good to connect. It's also good to know another language.
Mm-hmm.
I tell my children, because they're in high school, learn Spanish. There's a $1 to $250 pay differential if you're fluent in Spanish. As soon as you enter the workforce,
exactly,
you will make more money. So learn Spanish. Yes.
But with regarding the political parties, their founding fathers hated the idea. I mean, that's where they, I think about as early as the 1800s when they started with the Federalist Party, like Washington and. I mean, they were out. They were disgusted by.
And also they wanted to get out of. From what I understand, look, that history could be changed. They wanted to be out of office like right away. They didn't like, it's like now they're like politicians are there for 80, 100 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Washington set that. He set that tone. Like I'm out after two things, but Yeah, man, it's a crazy world. We've been talking about it. We're gonna talk about it some more tomorrow.
About about Bad Bunny.
About Bad Bunny, about when you go too far to one extreme, there's different. It's the same bird, but it's cancel culture. But it's just whether it's like ultra liberal socialism type of cancel culture, or it's like your right-handed fascism type of cancel culture.
Yeah, the reason, look, I'm not that passionate about Bad Bunny being there or not being there. Honestly, I'm not a fan. I'm not even a fan of the Super Bowl. So why would I go? Oh, I don't want to see. I don't give a shit. I don't like football. I don't like sports, bro. I'm not a sports dude. So and I don't like top 40 music usually. So I don't like Bad Bunny. I like it general. If you want to talk about like reggaeton or whatever, but I don't even know if it's the same. But if it general played, I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Old school. But
So there's a couple arguments going on, right, guys? There's the language. There's that he's anti-American, anti-Trump, anti-ICE. Talking about Bad Bunny, and that you shouldn't have someone there like that performing at the halftime show.
It's always been like that. It was like that last year too, right? With Kendrick Lamar. Same thing. Right?
Yeah, they didn't understand, for lack of better words, ghetto hip hop culture. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same shit. And then before everybody was divided politically, they had Janet Jackson pretend her clothes malfunctioned. Like they have to have something, right? It's like that was the hot topic back then. And I don't think it's sincere.
Luis,
huh?
The other interesting thing, Luis, is that the ratings for the halftime show the last 6 years have been like amazing.
Good? They've been good?
Incredible. Just keep going. I mean, I think they had Shakira, then The Weeknd went down, and then it just took off.
We got Jess and the waiting to come in, I believe. I don't know how this works, but
well, let me see. Who is Jess? Do we know her or him? Welcome in, Jess.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a woman.
Okay. How are you?
Good.
Can you define what a woman is?
I am a woman.
Well, as long as it probably didn't ask to show us what a woman is, and it's
hey,
that's funny. Yes, what's on your mind? What's on your mind?
What's on my mind?
Yeah.
It's terrible over here in Australia. The politics and government is stupid.
It's going bad over there too?
Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Why is it nuts?
Why is it nuts? They're just not helping people and stuff, and yeah, it's just nuts.
Yeah.
Draconian.
Hey?
It's
my question is, what do you guys think of us? Just out of
Yeah.
curiosity.
Out of Spanish?
No, like the U.S.
Oh,
What's going
no,
on right
all
now
good.
and everything.
Oh, well, Trump is okay. He's a lot better than the previous person. But yeah, at least he's doing something. He's actually action.
That's the thing, Mod Squad. I hear a lot of Americans say that the rest of the world's laughing at us, and then a week later, there's 1 million people in England marching, saying, "Wow, man, we wish we had Trump here." You know what I mean? It's like, so that's kind of bullshit. Plus, look, here's the deal. I don't give a fuck what the neighbor says. I don't. They could say they could express their opinion, but if someone else laughs at us, like that means we're doing. When my experience in life, if someone laughs at you, that means you're doing the right thing. You know what I mean?
I could agree with that. Agree with that. Yeah.
So it's like, just be you, man. Yeah, we have our problems, but it's like, why is that a persuasive?
It's
like,
not. I was just curious. As soon as someone's from somewhere else, I just want to. No matter if it was us or Biden, if Biden was on, I always ask, "What do you guys think of us?" Like, just in general.
Yeah, Luis, what's your problem, man? Mod Squad's asking a question.
Yeah, Mod Squad. Oh shit, he's in fucking 3D, bro.
I'm just chilling.
So yeah, this is just open topics, man. Like we're talking about anything right now, just shooting the shit.
That's good.
So, Jennifer came in here. She wanted to bring back an old argument I already won.
Not even close. Not even close. He admitted to me privately. I swear with everything on me. He admitted to me privately in Phoenix that he agrees Nirvana's not a boy band, but he will not admit it.
I remember that conversation specifically now. And the reason I said that is because I'm in Arizona having a good time.
Having a heat stroke.
And she wants to talk about New Kids, Nirvana. And I'm like, you know what? Just take the victory. Leave me the fuck alone. It's like a little kid.
Heat stroke.
She's like a little kid pulling on my leg. Hey, you want to talk about Nirvana? You want to talk about Nirvana? It's like, no, man. I'm trying to get dinner here.
So you're attracting that then, Lewis. You just did it to like when you tell your kid, okay, but you didn't mean it then. You just did it to like kind of shut her up then?
Listen, I brought it up.
I wouldn't say that about her because I love Jennifer as a friend and I wouldn't disrespect her to that. But yeah, I wanted her to shut the fuck up already.
I brought it up today because Felix, you were challenging Lewis to come debate you, and I wanted to prepare you that if you debate that man will die on that hill and he'll never concede.
Okay.
Does he push the goalpost too? Just out of curiosity.
No, I don't.
No, see, because the thing he did not. I will give him that he did not push the goalpost in the Nirvana debate. He was like, "This is the definition, and we can only argue this definition." So then, fine. He himself cannot also change the definition. That if that is how he wants to debate it, well, I'm not gonna.
Okay, listen,
that's fine.
I am fucking tired right now, but I'm gonna do it because I love Jalissa. But Jalissa right there, listen, Jalissa with her smile right there, she's instigating. All right, she's instigating shit. She wants us to continue. So I'm gonna ask Paulie, are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm a male.
First, hear me out. Okay. It's gonna take a minute. I was talking about Matt Reeves saying that his Batman is influenced by Kurt Cobain. And I went in there and I said, why the hell would a boy band influence Batman? So everybody's like, Nirvana's not a boy band. And I said, you know what? They're more boy band than you think because they're marketed like a boy band. And then I looked up the definition of a boy band. And the boy band definition is... if I can find it here,
I have it pulled up. Would you like me to read it for you?
No, because I'm saying the story right now. What is a boy band? Okay, what is a boy band? Okay, and here's the definition. A boy band is a type of vocal group made up of young male singers. Nirvana falls into that. Usually in their teens or 20s. Nirvana falls into that. Who perform pop music. Now, here's the part that no one wants to listen to. All right? There's two kinds of pop. There's pop music, which is a genre, and there's pop music, which is here, which is lowercase, which means it's popular music. Yeah. My opinion, Nirvana is popular. It's played on the radio. Yes. It's on, the merchandises and everywhere. And it's aimed at a youthful audience. And they are.
He's changing his definition.
No. No. Nirvana has a video that was in a high school, okay? Paulie.
Anyway, I'm off. I'll be in the chat.
Is Nirvana a boy band?
No.
Okay, why?
There we go.
Because by your definition, that means that the band would have been kind of manufactured out of a factory, out of
My definition never said that.
Like a music system, but that's what it is. That's what a boy band is.
No, that's not a definition.
If anything, they're the anti-boy band that was marketed as one, but not to their liking. They don't fit boy band at all. What
about the Beatles?
What?
Beginning.
The Beatles is a boy band.
Bro, what? We're talking about the Beatles. We're talking about.
No. My point is,
Nirvana.
Paulie, though, boy band, the Beatles falls into definition of a boy band, and so does the Jackson 5. And meaning it has nothing to do with the style of music they make.
Luis, man, you're all over the place.
I'm not.
You gotta handle that. You gotta put that freaking ADD down, bro.
Okay.
His original definition said music and image are designed to appeal primarily to a young teenage audience.
Yeah.
And their music as a whole, the vast majority of their music, you're talking one song, Smells Like Teen Spirit. Their music as a whole, you look at all their songs, is not for a young teenage audience.
It's for 60-year-old grannies.
But yes and no, because at the time,
bingo,
they were the first kind of post-punk band that actually went number one. That was it. That was like the year punk broke. Was the Nirvana song, right? And they actually had they had a young appeal, but those appeal were punk and alternative kids. They weren't the mainstream. Mainstream caught on to them for a little while, but oh, okay. Oh, the Cubs won? Nice. Sorry.
Well, here's what's ironic, though.
Little baby.
Well, first of all, Wendy, thank you for that super chat. This coffee is from Kirk, and he is offended. Exactly, though, Wendy. That's the thing. People don't want to associate Nirvana with a boy band because boy band's a bad word. But the definition is similar. Car chase
didn't associate that. He even had a shirt that said, "I hate corporate magazines." Anything. Corporate.
That's fine though, but they are corporate. They're sold at Target, dude. They're shirts.
I mean, you could, but see, then you're getting meta. You could say that with any popular band, dude.
Correct.
But that happened way later.
That's a bogus argument.
No,
it happened in their time.
Huh?
You could not get a Nirvana shirt in Target at the time Nirvana was in their prime.
Agreed.
Nirvana became what it is way after Kurt Cobain's passing.
No, their records were signed to major record labels.
But you could not buy Nirvana t-shirts in Target.
Here, people continue to use the argument that they are grunge and not pop. Well, what if I told you that grunge is pop?
No.
That's the problem.
I would tell you you're absolutely effing wrong, dude.
No, dude. I'm absolutely right because there's two kinds of pop. There's two kinds of pop.
Okay, pop music is, at that time, would be Color Me Bad, Boys to Men, New Kids on the Block, and you're coming out of the late 80s. You know, maybe Huey Lewis and the News was like the biggest pop rock band with #1 hits. Come on, nerd. Leka
has to do with tempo.
Okay,
as well,
okay,
like
hold on a second. Mod Squad.
Yeah.
Remember, I defined. Are you on?
Yeah.
Remember, I defined what pop and pop means, and no one pays attention to that. I could say it 100 times. There's two kinds of pop, though, for the word. There's popular music, which is spelled lowercase pop. Anything that's popular is pop. It's a short. It's an abbreviation for popular music, not a genre. Then there's the genre pop that's capital. Boy band is a lowercase, means popular music. Meaning, although they're not a boy band, Dr. Dre is popular. Fucking, how would I say? Taylor Swift is popular. She's pop. She's pop music. She's popular music. There's two kinds of pop.
I agree with your definition. I agree. You're reading it from the dictionary. I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, that's what I think. But then when I say Nirvana is popular music, everybody's like, no, it's not. It's grunge. It's like, so no one knows who he is. What is?
Let me tell you something though. Taylor Swift, when she first started, she was mostly country, but now she's pop.
Well, but she was popular country though, right? Is that pop? Is that pop country music? It's still pop music. It's popular,
but
right?
It wasn't poppy like how she is today.
I think you're confusing marketing and radio play with the actual genre of the music, right?
No, I'm pretty
No, he
specific.
separates them.
There's
He does
separates them, yeah.
separate them.
Yeah.
No,
He
he's
does-
saying that Nirvana is popular music, pop music. It's not
They're
pop.
not exactly. It is popular music.
So
No,
I
the
will
genre, the genre is not.
I will defend
That's what I said, though.
Lewis.
At the time, though, not everybody liked them like they do now. I think Jennifer had that, like her Target shirt thing. No one back then. There was just a small group. The weird kids are the only ones that liked them back in the
Okay,
day.
but
Yeah.
time out. Here's the ironic part. Jennifer will prove me wrong per her own conversation. Jennifer's existence will prove me wrong. But I mean, not me. Will prove her wrong. Sorry.
No,
But
no,
you know why, Jennifer?
no.
You know why?
I'm
Because
always right.
no, because when Nirvana was popular, you were probably a young teen.
No, I was in kindergarten, but thank you very much.
Worse. That's worse.
So okay,
Worse,
So-
girl.
so I will defend you, Lewis, in that you said that there's pop music as a genre, and then you also argue there's pop music as in it's popular. A large
Right.
amount of people like it, making it popular. So I'll defend it. So fine, I'll give you that part of the definition. The part that I have always disagreed with you on is that their songs, their lyrics, the content of what they're singing about in the majority of their songs, it's adult content. It is not designed for teenagers. That's the part that I've always disagreed with you on, is that
Okay.
second half of that definition for boy bands.
Well,
They
but then
talk
I'm going to
about
say.
a lot of things teenagers should
Well, okay, I'm going to talk about Madonna, which is pop music. She talks about being a virgin and shows up in Playboy. You know what I mean?
Okay,
And
but
guess
also
what?
she's also not a boy band, so
She's not. She's not. But guess what though?
Nirvana's not a boy band.
Guess what? Guess what? A lot of that stuff they market as teenagers because it is sexualized. Being things that are geared to adults, like we say sexualized shit, that is meant to appeal to teenagers because teenagers sneak around or away from their parents, to listen to, the music, that they're not supposed to, right?
Yeah, but Nirvana has songs that are not just sexualized lyrics. They have songs singing about SA. Specifically, Army is one of their songs. We can talk about that one. That is not a song for a young teenage audience. It's just not. And they have a lot of songs where the content, you can't argue that it would be for teenagers. in
Okay,
any
but
way.
check this out. A boy band is a type of vocal. See, but I know no one's gonna listen to this. Let me type it, okay? Let me type it.
By the way, he's using a different definition this time than last.
Oh, no, I'm not. It's the same
You
all the
are.
time. Look, a boy band is a type of vocal group made up of young male singers. That's Nirvana. Usually does not mean always, okay? That word usually.
They're not male singers. They are musicians, dude. Come on.
Oh, they don't sing.
Oh, yes, that's right. Because they've got instruments and boy bands.
Okay.
have instruments.
Okay. Then what about that video I pulled out of New Kids on the Block playing instruments?
Okay, but did New Kid on the Block did they do instruments in every single one of their songs, every single one of their music videos?
No,
Was it
they didn't.
Every single. Okay,
No.
Nirvana played their own instruments. Every single.
Everything. They're a
Uh,
punk band. They became.
I say
grunge.
boy bands do play
Changed the
instruments.
titles to sell it to kids. I agree with you. Grunge, alt rock,
Okay.
right? That was to sell to the kids. I agree with you. Nerdleka.
Are the Beatles, did they play their own instruments?
Yes.
All right. They're also a boy band. Look.
They
Yeah, they were definitely
to
a boy band.
to a degree they were first.
No,
marketed
man.
as such.
Polly, the thing is this, what people are not understanding. The Beatles and Nirvana are held at a more higher musical respect than New Kids on the Block. So
Yeah.
people
Yes.
don't want to put them together. For example, I got Edward here, right? Edward, we got in the dance music scene, right? We got David Guetta, who's very popular, but we also have Carl Cox. Carl Cox is better. People in the underground love Carl Cox. And if I say, well, Carl Cox is just like David Guetta, people will get offended. But at the end of the day, they're both making electronic dance music. You know what I mean? So they're both electronic dance music artists, but one is respected and the other one is not. Because when we say boy band, it has a stigmatism to it. But if you say Nirvana, it's cool. For example, I want Batman to be Nirvana. You know, my Batman is Nirvana. It's Kurt Cobain. You wouldn't hear Matt Reeves saying, my Batman is the New Kids on the Block. My Batman is you know, whatever, in sync. Because...
But dude, if he was thinking of that when he was putting his movie together, you can't take that away from him, though. And he's not saying Batman is. He's saying his Batman is inspired by. There's a difference between being and inspired by, I feel.
Well, okay, I'm not talking about those creative choices. I personally do not like the Batman, and I think, you know. But when when a director makes a movie and it has a lot of flaws, then I start picking on the shit he says, right? And if he's comparing an iconic character to someone that I'm like, it's a pop culture icon, you know, like a music icon like Nirvana that I'm not a real big fan of to begin with. I'm like, why? Why are you making Batman Nirvana when Batman should be Batman? It should be Batman.
Help me out here.
Yeah.
What did Matt Reeves say? What was the quote?
Okay, so again, it has nothing to do with if I like Nirvana or whatever. Matt Reeves said that his Batman is Kurt Cobain. And I was like, bro, Batman needs to be Batman, not Kurt Cobain. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. And me, just being a smartass, said, why would you want to compare? Why would you want to reduce Batman to a boy band? And everybody's like, oh, it's not a boy band. And then I looked it up. I'm like, man, they're kind of similar. That's a different thing. But let me ask you, Paulie, did you like the Batman?
So listen, Matt Reeves is 59. So I get why he's saying that, because he's a couple years older than me. When Nirvana broke, it changed music. Period. I mean, it was just like it was an avalanche, and you know, they were very influential, man. So you know, that's probably, you know, that Matt and that generation of filmmakers, that's their dude, that's their man. I get it why he said that, and he embodies those certain like kind of punk aesthetic attitude, you know, into the Batman. I don't think it worked.
No, you didn't like the movie?
No, we talked about this.
I forgot, bro. Listen, I think part of it's good, right? It's like it wants to be good. And check this one out. Here's an oddball. I actually like the Kurt Cobain song in it when it's in there, right? But it's on way too long. And like, what else is there in the movie? Right? There's a chase with a motorcycle live on.
Oh my god.
No, what I like about that Bruce Wayne is that he was more of a detective. That's my thing, because it was based on year two, right?
Back to the Detective Comics and all that.
It was boring.
Detective work is boring.
Yeah, but Christian Bale was also a detective, and it wasn't boring when he did it. He did research.
The Batman was okay. I thought it was okay.
Remember, Christian Bale was figuring out who the hell Commissioner Gordon was in the first film.
He was the worst detective in the Batman. He was a moron. Detective.
Why?
One, they couldn't even decipher what the Spanish was, and
the Spanish was awful, bro.
The Penguin had to say, like, don't you guys know any Spanish? It means this,
bro. As a Spanish speaker, didn't that riddle make no sense? A la corrata. What the fuck?
Maybe they need to get Bad Bunny in there. I don't know. What are you gonna do?
But if you're doing a movie that's gonna make $700 million, man, at least open a damn dictionary, man. Google Translator for Pete's sake. Something, right? I don't see the car chase, folks.
Is there
I
a
think
car?
somebody.
A car
I think
chase?
I thought somebody said Fox LA earlier. Had it.
Mm.
I don't see it. That's the thing with car chases, like they end before I turn on the computer.
They all get
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, they give up. All right, Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny is Batman. Is Bad Bunny a boy band?
It's just him.
It's just
Well,
him,
no,
right?
because he's just by himself.
Yeah, by
Luis,
himself.
Luis is a boy
He's
band.
not a group.
What is this?
He's a boy. I honestly think his last album is pretty incredible. And,
Is it good? I don't know.
Yeah, because it's totally different than his old rap stuff. It's like salsa vieja and a full band, and it's a full like just amazing songs and homages. And then he did that with his residency live, and
Yeah.
he had Mark Anthony, Ruben Blades. He had all these amazing musicians on. So
That's what's up.
I'm a new very, very new Bad Bunny fan as far as musically. So yeah,
Ruben Blades, that's the guy from Fear the Walking Dead, no?
yeah, that's but he was a salsero in the 70s and 80s, bro.
I didn't know that.
From what I've heard of Bad Bunny,
Who said
from
that?
what I've heard of Bad Bunny, he's probably the worst style of music. I mean, but you're saying he's good now, right? He has a good.
No, all I'm
Yeah,
saying
Puerto Rico has better shit from that island, bro. That's all I'm saying.
I'm saying the new album that's been out since January is incredible, and it's for me it's because it's homage to salsa, in that fat like old 70s sound that they used to have. But his early, I mean, all the stuff before, all the women danced to it. They moved their butts to it. I mean, you can't deny that. When you got Ana de Armas, Penelope Cruz at your residency, moving and grooving, I want that at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but Polly,
Case closed.
bro, you could only like what you know. And it is top 40 music that's shoved in people's noses all the time. So of course they're gonna like Bad Bunny. Guess what, Polly? If you and I made a record, people would like it because they know it. If they heard it, it's all about familiarity. We could make a salsa record that's amazing, better than a Gran Combo, better than Celia Cruz. But if no one ever heard it, no one's gonna care. But we can make a mediocre track, and then if it's played a lot, people will love it because that's what's
your
out there.
point, Leca?
My point is, it's pop music, and sure, you're gonna see a lot of girls' asses shaking to Bad Bunny. But if you want to see the ones that actually do squats and have a good ass, you go to EDC. Where that, you know what I mean?
So what do you want? EDC Super Bowl?
Nah, I think wasn't David Guetta, and he did a halftime once. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think he did. It doesn't move the needle for me either way. I'm not a football fan, so I don't get offended by it. I don't care. Either way,
Here's again. I'm excited for Bad Bunny's acting career because he's been in a few stuff already. So I'm wanting to see what. Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught
agree with that.
Stealing, Bullet Train, and Happy Gilmore, and then a few more.
Would you like,
bro? Bullet, not because of him, but I fucking hated Bullet Train. If it's the same one I'm thinking about.
2022.
Yeah, I think so. It's
like
not because of
Happy
him,
Gilmore.
huh?
Happy Gilmore, he was really good.
He was good in there.
Yeah.
And he's really good on Saturday Night Live with his skits, man. He did, he's a funny guy,
Yeah.
And what's
I need to check him out. I really don't know anything about him besides
Pedro
who he is.
Pascal. Pedro Pascal was awesome in Saturday Night Live, dude.
They played the Tias.
He
Right.
played Mario Brothers, right? Like
The Mario skit was
that
awesome,
shit was
man.
great, dude.
The Mario skit was awesome.
But you know what's smart about Bad Bunny Benito and his trajectory in Hollywood is that he's doing a lot of small roles. He's working his craft up.
Yeah.
You don't see him just like
Yeah.
starring in something and burning a la what was her name?
Pedro Pascal.
No, her. The
Ana
singer
Ramos?
Mariah Carey.
Oh.
Remember that movie she starred in?
Yeah, don't mess with Zohan. Okay, who watched Don't Mess with a Zohan?
I did.
I love
Is that
that
the
movie.
Adam Sandler?
So long ago.
Adam Sandler, right?
I love that movie. It's so bad, it's good.
It's the only Adam Sandler movie I like, to be honest with
Yeah.
you.
Well, no, Waterboy was good.
Yeah, Waterboy was good. I actually
Waterboy.
love. I like a lot of Adam Sandler movies. Thank you to Netflix for picking them in.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Jennifer, what else?
Well, yeah, I
He
can't
wants to
speak
throw
too
down
much about
still.
his. I can't speak too much about his music because I mean he was good in that Cardi B song. That's all I've
He
ever
did it.
heard.
He did a Cardi B song.
Yeah, he was in I Like It Like That. That Cardi B song.
Oh, I forgot about that.
See, that's what I'm saying. That the women know him.
Well, that's all.
No, I
that's
don't
all I
base-
knew. That's all
Pauly-
I knew him in. I had to look him up. I actually had to look him up because
Paulie, I don't care if women like him. I just want good music. I couldn't care less.
Shut up! Shut up! It's a fat show. Jesus.
what would
So, Louis, you've listened to his music and not liked it then?
The stuff I have, I'm really interested in. No.
There's
Okay.
a live performance. He does a Tiny Desk performance NPR a couple months ago. It's fantastic. But anyways,
That's what sucks about YouTube, though, man. It would be great. And
pull
what
it up,
sucks
yeah.
about the music industry, too, because they ding you for playing their shit. But wouldn't it be great if we could have a show where we react to Bad Bunny music for the first time? It's beneficial for the record label, too, because a lot of people here will be like, well, maybe that is good. But no,
Yeah.
if we play some Bad Bunny shit, we get copyright dinged, right?
Anyone see him on Hot Ones? He did Hot
Oh
Ones.
yeah.
Oh my god, that was good.
Bro, you're saying that women love Bad Bunny, and I see one guy here that's really in love with Bad Bunny, and his name's Paulie.
I do have a question for you, Louis. So
Yeah. Oh no.
what would encourage you to actually tune in and watch the Super Bowl? Any part of it at all? Is there anything I could get you to tune in?
I watch parts of
Trailers.
it. If something, no, they don't play good trailers in it anymore.
That's
Or they
true.
show,
That's true.
or they
That has
show it
fallen
like
off.
before. What would encourage me if there's some? I don't know if like Will Smith goes up to Bad Bunny and slaps him. I don't know.
But you wouldn't know that was coming. You wouldn't know that
If
was
you weren't watching it.
It would be in the replay. Well, I don't know. It's just that I don't like football. I mean, I don't know who the people are.
What about the Puppy Bowl?
Okay, here's how I would do it. If I was with a bunch of friends and they ordered pizza, there's nachos, and we're all having a good time, and we're watching the Super Bowl on a screen, that I'd watch it like that if we all got together and watch it.
Luis, that's what everyone does. I don't watch football.
Are you inviting me?
We throw a Super Bowl party, and
Are you inviting me?
We're having fun, but then we're watching commercials and we're watching the halftime show. That's it.
Yeah.
Final. Barbecues.
I'm like the sister in Ever After. I'm only here for the food.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll
Free food, and I'm in.
Yeah.
Matthew says, if Will slaps him, I will go back to liking Will Smith.
I've invited Nerd Report over to my house during barbecues, and he didn't even respond. This guy.
Oh man, I've been taking care of my mom on the side, bro. So it's like stuff, life. it's hard for me to get out. Like even I felt bad. Jennifer showed up, like was in town. I wanted to go eat.
Well, all you got to do is hit the reply on the text, dog. I understand.
No, it's my fault. Totally.
It is because it was my
Totally my
birthday.
Oh, you missed
Dang.
his birthday.
Happy birthday, Polly.
No, it's all right. I'm just I hope your mom's fine, but I'm always trying to invite friends over and cook for them.
I appreciate that. I'm actually like
You
that.
invite me
Man.
over.
Yeah.
I love. Huh?
Are you my new friend?
Okay.
When's your next video?
I just clipped one. We just put it up earlier. It's what do we review?
What's your channel, man?
New Frankenstein trailer.
Oh, it's good, right?
The
It's
Guillermo del
good.
Toro. Yeah, I liked it.
Go ahead and share that his channel, folks. If there's any mods here or whatever, that get a couple more people over there. I don't know, dude, man. I don't even know what to cover on YouTube anymore. Honestly, this format right here is my favorite. But if
Just
I
hanging
did,
out, talking, shooting
if
the
I
shit.
did
Yeah,
this,
I like that
there'd be
too.
yeah. But eventually there will be only one person watching. You know, like
I can, yeah.
and
Agreed.
you know, people always say, "Hey, do whatever you want." Well, watch. They don't. You know what I mean?
Will you guys watch if Lewis and I have regular debate nights?
Yes.
Of course.
Hell yeah.
Well, let's make up some debate. Some debate.
Yeah.
Like every Thursday, you guys should debate on a different topic.
It has to be something ridiculous, though.
Oh yeah. Absolutely I agree. Pivot back to birthdays. Lewis's birthday is coming up next month, you guys. Should Lewis stream for 24 straight hours?
Yes.
Dude, I've been talking to my partner about doing a 24-hour stream just for the hell of it. It would be crazy to talk. I mean, we've only been here, like an hour and a half, and I'm already, my voice is killing me.
We have streamed on like Lisa's channel for like 10 plus hours before, and everybody just got so loopy. And the more the night went on. So if you imagine if like by 10 hours everybody's so loopy, imagine Lewis 24 hours. No.
I'll do it, but I volunteer you to donate the $1,000 for that'll cost for my talent fee.
Check it out though. You should have like other people on like us, so you could trade off. Like every 2-3 hours, you'll get an hour of rest in there.
I don't mind. Let me think about it.
And me and Polly could take
What's
over.
up, Polly? What'd you say?
Didn't you do that before? Didn't you do
Not 24 hours, bro?
All right.
He jokingly said 24 hours. It was like 6 or 7. Like that. But when we covered the election last year, it was like 9.5 hours.
Yeah, I was on there for most of that, and I thought it was pretty cool. You guys did awesome.
By the time the results were announced, I did not recognize anyone in the chat. I was like, who are these people? I've never seen this before. And they were being so mean because they were like, oh, Trump won. And we were just trying to find a non-biased news source to confirm that. And they were getting really angry at us.
Well, I got donuts and coffee sent to me. So I was like so energetic.
Yeah.
At the end.
I was just there to bring the stats.
Yeah, you did a really good job.
Yeah.
You know.
Has
everyone signed up to the newsletter? It's on nerdreport.com. The newsletter.
I did. It didn't show that I did, but I know I did.
I signed up for it again. I know I have signed up for it like 1,000 times before.
No, because this is a new format.
Oh, okay.
You didn't read my name, so I did it again.
Well, let me see. I don't know.
Oh, it's a nice.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know
It's just an email
showed, too.
address. It's just an email address. How would you know my name from just an email address?
Well, it says there's only 13 people in there, so and it hasn't moved.
Subscribers?
Maybe you have to get a confirmation.
No, I just did it.
I put in my email and it said thank you for signing up or something like that.
Same here. I'm gonna go ahead and go in there and do it again.
And then we have merchandise in there. Right now, I'm not happy with the merchandise, so I'll be modding it.
I just got new merch, bro.
You got new merch? Where at? What's it?
Well,
Latino
I
Slam?
got the prototype sent to me. Right?
Oh, I need that.
Badass coasters.
Yeah, they have a
Nice.
Jamaican feel too.
And this guy is making them off of his 3D printer. These are amazing. And then he added the cork on the bottom. So we're gonna do these babies along with a couple.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah,
Nice.
Polly, could you do me a favor, bro?
it depends.
No, I got okay. So Grayson Report, she does usually like supernatural horror stuff. If ever you have a chance, head over there and give her a sub, and everybody in here as well.
Oh.
She's on today. Grayson.
I've been a sub to her.
So, Paulie, what is your channel? So I can go there now and sub.
Grayson Report. I've been subbed. Okay, the Latino Slant is basically our take on pop culture entertainment and spotlighting Latinos in the entertainment, whether it's like a new film or an actor that comes out. And we're gonna have a great actress come on in a few weeks with her new indie project. Her name is Chelsea Rendon. We'll do everything from that to reviews, reactions, and debate. When it intersects with political and cultural, and it has to do with entertainment, right? Then we'll discuss. So that's why, like, the Bad Bunny one is a perfect example of that's right up the Latino Slant's alley, because it's got Bad Bunny, it's got music, politics. Super Bowl is huge. So that's what we cover, man.
Mm-hmm.
And the website, I have 6 film critic writers on our website.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we actually have film critics doing the latest movies as far as coming out of Hollywood. The latest films coming out of Hollywood. So the Smashing Machine is up, our review on that. And I'm putting up our top 5 horror movies coming up for Halloween. That Spanish language horror films. So yeah, man.
That's what's
What are
up.
your
Maybe
thoughts?
would you
Go
want to
ahead.
do that interview like I was telling Lewis earlier? I don't know if you saw where we asked those hard hitting questions, like is a hot dog a sandwich and stuff like that. Would you be game for that?
Is a hot dog a sandwich? 100%. I had one last night at the Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, but is it a sandwich?
Yes.
Okay.
What's wrong with
I think so too.
Here, I just shared his channel in the chat because I just went and subbed. I'm gonna throw mine up in there again too.
Yeah, you guys get
sub to you as well, brother. Let me sub to you as well. But
I think, man, I don't even know what the Latino Slant. I don't even know what to cover sometimes, man. Like it's like, crazy.
You just, I think especially nowadays, you gotta, I know you're covering the salacious stuff, which is good for the channel and your people. Just make sure you feel good about it. You're not walking away, mentally just. I think there's that, and I think there's always a market for honest takes, and you're not being negative, you're just being authentic, and that's it. You know how to do that, Luis. Come on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you? What do you guys think of AI Stan Lee and that AI actress that came out?
What is that? I don't. I saw something on that. I didn't even pay attention to it though. What's going on with that?
AI is getting out of control. Now they have created
Agreed.
an AI actress called Tilly something. They want her to literally be the next Natalie Portman, their words. They have an actual agency that's going to represent this AI actress to get her into films. It's wild. It's getting out of control. AI is getting out of control. It's now what's going to happen to like the next generation of actresses and actors? but they're all gonna be like not real. They're all just gonna be AI.
Yeah, I agree with Jennifer. The whole thing is
But
disgusting.
the
I
thing
can't believe
about
Hollywood
that
is doing
there's
that.
no meet and
I
greet.
can't.
It's just
Wait,
Zoom
hold
call
on. Is
type
this
of
her? Oh my
meet
God,
and
she's
greet.
hot.
Is
That's
this it?
her. That's Tilly.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she looks pretty realistic, but I mean, I've seen some crazy AI concoctions. Okay, like my avatar. I don't know if you guys can see it. My avatar is AI, and I'm okay with that. It does look
She's
like
Is
Tilly
it?
Vanilli.
but like
Tilly.
the
It's a good one.
idea
It's a
of
good one.
replacing the cast with AI is absolutely ridiculous.
Well, they had the Stan Lee AI too at the Comic Con.
Like-
LA Comic Con had like a fake. You could ask it questions and shit, and it was off, but it's still kind of Stan Lee.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest with you.
the
I
Stan
don't
Lee.
like it.
Yeah, just everything, the whole AI thing.
Yeah,
I
don't
could
like
see
it.
why the actresses and actors went on strike and stuff, and that was a big part of it. I think eventually, though, the studios are going to get the upper hand on that, which is going to totally suck.
There she is.
She looks so innocent.
Hmm.
Well, that's okay. So, if you're wondering what like the look is, at least for females, what is attractive standard, that is it. It is not. I mean, the trend. Okay, it doesn't mean you're ugly if you look like her, but it's not Sweeney. What is it? Sydney Sweeney.
Sydney Sweeney.
It's always the girl next door. That's what she looks like. She looks like a girl next door. That's it.
Yeah.
No.
How is this? My next question with this whole idea of an AI generated actress, how is she supposed to act? Is like every cast member going to be AI? How is she supposed to interact with other actors in the movie? Like, I'm confused. I don't see how this would work unless the entire cast is AI. And then you're just gonna get some weird stuff.
Yeah, but AI, you can actually talk to
Maybe
it.
just someone wearing a green
Yeah.
suit, probably. I don't know.
Look, man, I gotta be honest with you. Like the movie industry is so whack. Like the creativity is so bad.
Yeah.
They've brought it to themselves, man. Like, and look, we've gone through this before. It used to be CGI. Now it's AI. But back then it was like CGI was taking the jobs away from miniature model builders, and people that were creating practical effects. They got rid of.
The artists now too are getting hurt really bad with AI. The artists, as in drawings and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
That's the thing. I think
the only reason why I would watch AI generated anything is because I would want to be watching for when their fingers disappear, or like they've got a third
They have an
eyeball
extra finger and
randomly.
shit. Yeah.
Because AI is never perfect, it never gets everything absolutely right. I would be watching to spot all those like crazy weirdness.
They grow another leg.
Yeah. For like 2 seconds, right? Yeah.
Didn't Andy have something about Trump and something was like he had an extra
Something like
finger?
a finger, like a
Yeah.
finger.
Yeah, but the thing,
Yeah.
and I don't know if Andy's listening, but it's like Trump is hiding the AI thing. It's like, well, bro, listen, we don't have proof of that. Like maybe it's just a camera frame. Did it look like AI? Yeah, but it doesn't mean it was AI.
I don't think that I personally don't think that I would have watched it and noticed that a finger disappeared
Same.
or he grew a sixth finger out of nowhere had it not been like pointed out to me, right?
Yeah.
Well, there was this thing with Superman, right? See this right here?
See, AI is weird. Look at it.
No, look at his
that
foot.
in the movie? Was
Yes,
that in the
but
movie?
but hold on, guys. It's
Oh my
not
God.
AI. It's not AI. It's the frames that made his foot look like that. Now, every time I watch this scene, I see his foot. The
I
way
gotta
that-
go back and see that.
Look at the angle of the foot. Look at the foot.
I can't believe they missed that in editing.
It's the camera. It's the camera angle.
It's crazy talk.
That's AI.
I'm gonna steal that, man.
Yeah, weird.
I. That's freaking hilarious.
Yeah.
Bro. That's hilarious, dude. You know? Hey, don't yawn at my show, D-Nice.
Yeah, D-Nice, don't yawn at this show.
Yeah, D-Nice. I have better things to do. Who yawned? Was it?
Hey,
was it?
Luis, are you checking out
No one yawned. No one yawned.
Peacemaker?
I am, bro.
didn't yawn. What?
Forget it. I am, but I gotta be honest with you. I don't like the show that much. Until the last episode was good, but not great. And I think a lot of things in the story that should be taken more serious are kind of like undercut with music or a goofball joke. You know what I mean?
Now they're I think they're gonna have Superman in this last episode coming up.
I hope so, but he's gotta tone it down a little bit. Like, I don't know, man.
It's coming out in like 10 minutes.
Listen, Superman I love the movie. It's family friendly,
I
but
thought it was pretty good too.
But then Peacemaker has an orgy scene for like half an hour. Everyone's naked.
Yeah, a lot of Busch Gardens.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, how am I supposed to show my son the continuation of Superman when you have a half hour of this in your fucking show? It's not even coherent. You know, it's just like. And then I asked Lisa because we were watching.
Did that give anything to the episode at all, or
well,
what the
I mean, you
episode
could have
was
done
about or
it. You could have done it in 5 seconds, right? But it's literally like people walking around naked, showing bush, and I'm like, oh my god, bro, calm the fuck down here. And then here's the joke: notice he didn't show his wife in that scene, right?
Oh,
yeah, the one we want to see.
Yeah, exactly. I said I want to see the wife. I want to see his wife. In that
beautiful.
Oh no, but he didn't show it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Everyone else in the cast was all Avish?
No,
much,
it was just
extras.
Peacemaker and extras.
Damn.
But the scene goes on and on and on and on and on and on. And I'm like, bro, calm down.
Did you guys see that scene in The Boys as well, where they had the same? Yeah, that was crazy. It was funny.
Yeah, but The Boys is like rated X.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, yeah,
Superman.
I gotta get going for real because for some reason I can't hear Lewis on my end. So
Okay, this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna as soon as D-Nice
it's great
leaves.
chatting with you.
Bye bye.
Nice.
As soon as D-Nice leaves,
See you
we'll start.
later.
Now that D-Nice is gone, we'll start talking about Nirvana again, and she'll show up.
Oh, I missed D-Nice leaving. Bye, D-Nice. Love you.
All right, folks, it's been almost 3 hours of this. Once
Yeah,
again,
so let's buy Lewis a coffee.
Once again, I won the Nirvana debate. I'm undefeated.
Everyone disagrees.
Everybody's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. When you coming back on the slant, bro?
Tomorrow.
3 p.m. Pacific.
You're going to be on? What do you got tomorrow going on?
We got Lorena Creo coming on. We're going to talk Bad Bunny, talk about the Hollywood celebs getting together to create a new First Amendment, fight the First Amendment. That's in the news. And talk, why is it? Oh, look at the baby.
Oh.
Look, I got a couple right here. I got 2.
Do you? Oh,
that's Charlie.
what are their names?
Charlie.
And
then there's Bandit over there. Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, I was gonna have to take off right now too. This is Cujo. She needs to go out.
All right.
Baby.
Well, I have one more thing to say.
Oh,
Lewis
boy.
mentioned earlier that he's going to have a new merch drop coming soon. So I want everybody to run, not walk, and go get your vintage Nerd Report merch off his website before it's gone and you can't get it.
Well, yeah, check it out. There's more coming, but mainly get in that email train. So then, we could email you with anything and stuff. Paulie, last words before we go.
Hey, I never, who doesn't love a good train, especially from the Nerd Report.
Oh shit! Peacemaker.
I'm gonna see Peacemaker in a few minutes. This was fun. I'm glad you were live. So
it was awesome.
So it was good
awesome just hanging out.
Yeah. So that's it. Come on by the slant.
Check out the slant, folks.
I'll check you out for sure, man.
Support our channels, guys.
Thank you.
Much
what
love.
do you have to say, Mod Squad?
Yeah, I got to get out of here. Thanks for having me. It was awesome. Ever I want to do this again, just let me know. I like just sitting here shooting the shit. I just dropped my link. If you guys could come sub, I'd really appreciate it. And Lewis, I signed up again. Hopefully go to Lewis's nerdreport.com, sign up for his newsletter. Do it a couple of times because it might not show right away, but I did sign up again, so hopefully it shows me. And thanks for having me, guys. See you later,
Jennifer. What's up with you?
Jennifer Marie and Polly. See you guys.
Jennifer, what's up with you?
Take care,
Grab
buddy.
the vintage Nerd Report merch before it's gone, guys. Go snatch it up while you still can. It won't be available forever. Snatch it up. You guys can get it. It's still available. Go, go, go.
Well, to be fair, a lot of the shit there right now is not limited, and I'm capitalist as hell, so unlimited supply. Buy them all. Buy them twice. Buy them 3 times. Damn it.
Exclusive now for small time only. Unlimited supply.
For now, there'll be limited supplies. So, wink, wink. There'll be only 10 of these 500 items. Not just kidding.
Yes, get them all you can.
Could you all do me a favor? Head over to Grayson Report. I dropped the link. That's her new video in the comments. Head over there. Leave a comment. We'll give her a watch. YouTube's hiding her video, of course. What else?
They're hiding all our videos, dude.
Yeah, so we give her a little bit of a boost there as well. And it's been great. Love you all. Talk to you later. Polly, Jennifer, nerd out.
Adios.
Bye-bye.